Hello and welcome to episode 100 of the DaebakCast. This is a weekly podcast where the three of us come together each week to talk about K-pop and whatever's current in the industry. And today's definitely an extra special video, considering this is our 100th episode. We've made it 100, well, over 100 weeks, but 100 weeks where we actually put something out. So it's pretty amazing. This week we'll be talking about this year's Mama 2018 performances. We'll be doing a throwback review, which we'll reveal once we get there, and also a retrospective on, I guess, the last 100 weeks, 100 plus weeks working together on this journey. So yeah. Yep. Anyways, as always, I'm joined by Nate.
I trust you. There's a hint for your review, if you know what that is.
I wonder what it is.
Yep.
Also,
as you can see,
never mind. Keep going.
Brand new microphone. So
Yeti
maybe
gang.
I sound a little bit different
Yeti
and better.
gang. Woo.
But we all have different colors though. So.
Yep. We all have like similar equipment now, though. So
I was gonna say, Jacob and I have the exact same setup now. Well, no, we don't, because I have the newer shock mount.
My setup is basically like a mixture between both of you.
Yeah.
We have the same arm and the same mic, but I have the slightly newer shock mount.
Yep. All right. Also, as always, I'm joined by Andrew, who usually has 3 things.
Number one, last week I saw a little movie called A Star Is Born, because Cooper just kept bothering me to see it for goddamn forever. So they ended up showing it in IMAX near me, so I ended up watching it. And it was amazing, actually. I'm usually not like the type of guy that likes musicals, despite running a music-based podcast or whatever. But yeah, it was a really good movie, definitely. And just Lady Gaga's an incredible singer, obviously, but freaking Bradley Cooper was a great singer too. I wouldn't think that freaking Rocket Raccoon would make possibly a Best Picture of the Year candidate. So who knew? Number two, speaking of music-related things, they recently announced the 2019 Rock and Roll Hall of Fame class of 2019 inductees. So, which includes The Cure, Def Leppard, Janet Jackson, who showed up at Mama for whatever reason. I don't know why. I don't know why she showed up. She didn't perform. Like, she just went there to accept an award.
Yeah, I was confused about that. That's weird.
I don't know why. Stevie Nicks, who's getting in for like 2 times now because she got in with Fleetwood Mac.
Yeah.
Radiohead, so all the hipsters can rejoice. Roxy Music and the Zombies. The one I'm probably most excited for is Cure and Def Leppard. Just Def Leppard's awesome, just in general. So,
aren't the hipsters like pissed off now because that means that Radiohead's
mainstream? Maybe, I don't know.
They're not hipster anymore.
Same thing with the Cure, I guess. Like they I guess the emo like hipster music of the 80s is popular now, but Def Leppard totally deserves it though. I mean, the awesome thing about Def Leppard is their drummer has one arm. Their drummer has one arm, and he's able. Yep. I remember, like, because I used to really be into, like, when I was in my rock band phase, I just, like, do research on a lot of old school, like, 80s rock bands, and basically, like, his setup is, like, he basically uses his feet to, like, do actual, like, snare hits and, like, toms and hi. It's, like, it's insane, and just, like, you wouldn't tell. Just, like, listening to Def Leppard music, you wouldn't tell that he only has one arm. It's insane.
Mm-hmm.
And the last of my 3 things is, like, it took forever to get here just because I ordered this merchandise before I moved to the new house. But I finally got my Beaming Effect merchandise, which is Sooyoung's like charity sort of thing. Like, yeah, she has
that was a long time ago, wasn't
it? She has a sort of charity fashion line where all the proceeds are donated to like a benefit for the blind in Korea. So, yep, really cool. I love the hoodie. I have the hat and the t-shirt and everything. So, yeah, really cool merchandise. And it has like a note, like a flat symbol on it because beaming effect sort of thing. So, yeah, really cool. And those are my 3 things. Oh, also just to remind everyone, as always, join our Discord, especially because it is award season coming up soon. And we will have a lot of stuff to give away, potentially. So join the Discord. It is mucho lit.
Yeah. I'm thinking about giving away my 100 folded posters that are just sitting on my desk. just put them all in a box and send them to one person. Just like, here's 100 K-pop posters. Have fun.
I don't think anyone has a room for 100 folded K-pop.
Nobody does.
Yeah.
That's why I want to get rid of them.
Okay.
All right. I'm Jacob. Hashtag no blow note. Let's get into this.
This is the reason no blow note started. You're home again.
Yeah.
It's when you lost.
Oh yeah, I have no
time.
idea where it's packed again.
You lost it. So it's a legit no blow note again.
Yeah, because like most of my packing, my mom packed like half my room while I was in class on Friday. So I was like, I have no idea where she put.
You don't know where anything is.
My stuff. Yeah.
I mean,
so I'll have to find it.
Yeah,
it's probably where all my books are. So it'll probably be easier to find this time. Last time it was in the bag with all my computer stuff. So like, not where it was supposed to be.
All right, let's get into it. So we are going to cover or do a recap of Mama 2018, which is a total of 3 events. So in this first part, we'll do Mama premiere in Korea and the Mama fans choice in Japan. So yeah, I mean, like some people are kind of like iffy or just annoyed at like splitting Mama into like the whole week sort of thing, but I don't mind it because you get a lot more. Like if it was still one event, you wouldn't get like the really Nugu like groups basically. So I honestly don't mind it.
And I mean, really, we only got those anyway because SM and YG boycotted.
Yeah, I mean,
usually,
boycott, I guess, but I mean, so yeah, for those that don't know, like SM and YG did not attend Mama this year because Mnet they feel that Mnet is basically their competition because they're making groups in Idol School, they're making groups in Produce 101 or whatever, and so it's like, yeah, why are we gonna, when you're just gonna give them all the awards anyway, why are they gonna are we gonna like even bother? Just like
conflict of interest.
Yeah, basically just to preface this, like we really don't give a shit about the awards. Honestly, we're not gonna cover it. We're maybe like 1 or 2 of them just to like.
I mean, we did do
mention.
a predictions on the awards, but.
Like it was just predicting who they were going to like
get screwed over this year.
Yeah, who's gonna get screwed over this year. And for the most part, we were right. I mean, for the most part, we really were right. So, all right, we'll get into the performances now. So we started off with the stage that was called Rookies Challenge, and first off, it was Soyeon from I-DLE and Sunwoo from The Boys doing Super Magic, originally by Supreme Team. So.
Supreme Team, I believe, is Simon Dominic, and I forgot the other guy's name. I'll look that up in a second.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't heard the song originally, but yeah. So basically, the concept for this is they're doing like they're covering songs from I guess previous Mama, like I don't know, attendees or whatever. So I mean, obviously, yeah, I'm happy with any type of Soyeon rap. So this was an enjoyable stage.
Simon Dominic and Isons.
Okay. Nate got anything or?
Nope. It was okay.
Really? That Soyeon rap, that Soyeon
good.
acapella was awesome. Come on, man. Stand talent, dude. All right. Next up,
okay, yeah. I personally thought it was a really good stage. Like, I thought Soyeon like really dominated everything for the most part.
Yeah, Soyeon just steals the spotlight in like literally anything she does. So.
Yep, and she's wearing the same exact like coat but different color as she was in the KDA performance.
Yeah, I'm just like, is that her thing now? Just like super oversized. That's her persona now. All right. As also part of the same stage, we got Hyungsup and I-OI doing "I Don't Care" originally by 21.
Yep, was completely surprised by this one.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was kind of weird. Like. It's not a song you'd expect to show up nowadays ever.
Yeah.
Like it almost felt out of place, but I did like it still, but it was like it seemed a little random.
Exactly.
But I'm glad to see 21 recognition, that is.
Yeah. Yeah, it was just really like I was like, whoa! Of all the 21 songs for them to pick, like for a boy group to do especially, just like they picked "I Don't Care."
Another thing on that stage is I wonder if the background setting it almost reminds me of that album's cover.
Yeah,
Like
maybe
the weird what do you call that, like the
I don't know.
rainbow glass.
Yeah, I don't know. That's basically every friggin' 21 cover. It was almost the same
Yep.
sort of style. So next up we had Gyuri Nakyoung and Hayoung from His Nine doing My Type, which was originally by I.O.I.
Another one I was surprised by. I think a lot of people don't really like this song, but this is one of my favorite I.O.I songs. So yeah, I was glad to see this. Also, I think it's almost better being sung by girls. I think. I think it fits better.
Yeah, I like just hearing it because I didn't really know the song.
Same.
Did not sound anything like something I'd expect Icon to.
Yeah, this was one of their first songs that they ever. came out
It
with.
was really early
Okay.
Icon. But I mean, it's funny that basically just like YG doesn't show up and yet they're just like the YG representation.
Those
So
like
they're
use
just
YG songs.
yeah, they're just covering it. But yeah, this was awesome. Obviously, like I don't think Hayoung was playing real, but like obviously it was still a cool stage and freaking rap god Nakyoung. So
Yeah.
so that was the best part of the whole song besides Gyuri existing. So. Next, which is arguably the best stage out of this entire performance, is Stray Kids doing a cover of Twice's "Like Ooh Ah." Like they're sunbathing him.
I
was
just like how
skeptical.
much fun they have with it.
Yes. I was skeptical on how this was going to turn out, but they like completely turned it into a Stray Kids song.
Yeah,
it
they
worked
did.
so well.
And
like
that's a recurring
Changbin and Jisung doing the rap part, like they completely like flipped it into their style, and it works awesome.
Yeah, that's the recurring theme. Just Stray Kids special stages, they just do it like their own sort of style. But I just want to see a Stray Kids cover album of just like they just do covers of every JYP art. Like they do like Day 6, they do like I don't know, like 2 p.m. They do like I don't know, they do actual
Miss A.
Yeah, Miss A. They do actual like JYP songs. Like just because again they always just bring that element of originality. We'll get to later, but like yeah, this was an awesome stage for them to do, and like they did the choreography and everything. Like they didn't shy away from the song whatsoever. Next, we had I.O.I doing Energetic, originally by 101.
Too short.
Yeah, too short. This needs a full version. Like, this was a
Yeah,
goddamn
I wanted to
shame.
hear the Yano rap. Give me the Yano rap.
And I mean,
That's what I was waiting for the whole time.
Yeah, I'm sad that, like, because he probably would have done, like, the Jihoon rap. She probably would have done the Jihoon rap. But no, I love the parallels because basically, Yuri does, like, the Kim Jae-won, like, high notes.
Yeah.
What should we call it? Cheon does Ong's part, so basically like those are my two favorite. Oh, there's just so much good about this performance and everything, and it's a shame that they didn't do a full version of this because this was amazing as well.
Yeah, I think honestly, I don't think this will be the last time we see them perform this. I think if they last long enough, like 101 did, to do like a concert tour, I think this will easily be.
They're gonna do a concert
like special
tour, definitely.
stages. Yeah, I think this will be one of their special stages, and I think they'll do the whole thing. So
I actually
I
want
think
this
we'll see it again.
I want this to become a tradition where they cover the previous like produce group's debut single.
Debut song. That'd be cool.
Basically, I.O.I is gonna do Energetic.
101 do Dream
I was
Girls.
gonna say we need 101 doing.
Yeah, 101 do
Girls,
Dream Girls. God damn it! And then so like the produce one next produce one X101 group will do Lavi and Rose. Like yeah, they should make that a tradition. Because that'd be pretty dope.
The Dream Boys.
That'd be amazing.
It would be.
The next stage is Run the World.
Luna 3 holes.
We'll get there. So this was a collaboration stage between Luna and Hiragana Keyakizaka 46. For those that don't know who Keyakizaka 46 is, it's a sister/rival group of the 48 group. So yeah, basically just Aki P getting more exposure in Korea. So it started off with Luna 1/3 /Odd-Eye Circle /YYXY /Luna OT12 doing Love and Live /Girlfront /Love Forever /Hi Hi.
It was Luna.
Luna 3 holes.
I mean, they didn't change anything about any of them. So
Yeah, it was good.
Hi Hi had a different sort of mix, kind of.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but other than that, it was good.
One thing in Odd Eye Circles thing, I was surprised that I'm surprised so Kim Lip had a completely different hairstyle now, but Jinsoul's is still the same. with like the crimped hair. Is that the word, crimped?
The noodles,
Yeah.
the ramen noodles, basically.
It's crimped.
Like, but whenever I hear crimped, I think of like crimping an Ethernet cable.
Yeah.
Which I was doing like yesterday because I need to get my Ethernet connection for the live stream later this week. But yeah, not much else to say other than I felt like they should have just done a full version of Hi, just because trying to like cramp all 3 subunits / the OT12 just came out like a mess. And also poor Yojin didn't come in she didn't do the performance until the very end because she isn't a part of a subunit.
Oh yeah, she wasn't in a subunit. Whoops.
Feels bad, man. But yeah, I think it would have been better if they just did a full performance of Hi, just so that they show like the full group or whatever. I mean, I know they wanted to like show like, oh, this is the Luna concept, but yeah, it was just a mess otherwise. As for Kiyakizaka 46's performance, they did Kita Ishite Inai Jibun, which is something like expectations of yourself or something like that in terms of like the translation. So, I mean, I actually really like the song just because I actually might like this better than some AKB48 singles that I've heard. I just really like the style that they were going for. And the center of the song is Sasaki Mirei, and I don't know why they're performing here why they performed in Korea as opposed to in Japan. I really don't know.
Trying to promote.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe
yeah.
just trying to get some Korean fans. One thing that was interesting to me was the choreography. Like, it was interesting, but like
so weird.
Yeah,
at
like
one point the girls
like,
ran
all
around.
the girls doing the same, and then the one girl was running around.
Yeah,
in
just
circles
ran
the whole
into
time.
like figure eight.
That's Kayaki.
So weird.
That's Kayaki 46 choreography in a nutshell. They're just like very, like
whoever was the center just runs in a figure eight around the group.
I don't know. Like they're very like that style. Like if I were to make a comparison to like music wise, it kind of reminds me of G-Friend in a way. Like I could
see that.
Yeah.
With like really dramatic boy group.
Just really dramatic stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's boy group. It's just weird.
Really
like I could just see it like they're getting on the ground, their knees going like.
Yeah, just really
like
dramatic
stuff like that. You never see girl groups in Korea do that very often.
Yeah, but that's awesome for them to do and everything. And also it was awesome to see them fit all of them onto this tiny ass state. Like we haven't even talked about just like how bad of a venue this was. Just it looked like I believe
it was like, it looked tiny.
It looks like I've said on multiple occasions it looks like quote the inside of an ice cube, where basically like the stage is so high up you can't even see like the crowd and everything. It was such a mess. Like I don't know why
looks like it didn't even fit half the amount that the other two
nope,
venues
this
got.
was easily
it fit like 100th of what Japan fit.
Yeah, for real.
I mean, from what it seems like, because last year the premiere was in Vietnam, so it seems like it was like, okay, let's get like another country to do it, and they're like, oh shit, nobody wants to host it. Just host it in this random venue in Korea. Like they kind of just gave up or whatever. So
yeah.
Next stage is called Boys and Girls in Wonderland, which is a From Is 9 and Hyungsop and Aewon collaboration stage. So it started off with with From Is 9 doing an intro and Love Bomb.
This was amazing.
Yeah, it was.
I need ballady orchestral Love Bomb.
Christmas.
Like, on
it's
an
Christmas
album.
Love Bomb.
Yeah, my favorite part of that was like the intro of it to the song with Jihan and Serom doing it like much more, I guess, understatedly is what I'd call it. But
if you listen to the actual like instrumental of that, it incorporates glass shoes. Like if you're listening carefully, bingo, it's that's the instrumental to it, and obviously like this awesome version of Love Bomb is just incredible.
Yep. Yeah, this is probably my favorite performance from Korea. From Korea?
Okay.
It's one of my favorite, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm. Next up is Hyungsub and Aewon doing Love Tint. I actually really enjoyed this song as well. Good stage. They replaced the original one was like an EDM, like more like upbeat track, but they replaced this with a violin orchestra. So again, they're just mixing up the instrumentals for these live stages.
I think this one was alright. I think they just lack a little bit of stage presence is all.
Yeah, well, I mean,
think
they'll
get there. Like they're rookies, right?
Yeah, they're rookies as well, and they were both produce 101. So that's why they did the stages idol school and trainees from or people that were on Produce 101. So that's the whole
Yeah.
collaboration idea. And then they did a
They got
collaboration. They did a collaboration together from his 9 and Hyungsub and A-Woong doing Dugan Dugan mixed with it. It will be good.
And by From Us 9 and Hyunsuk and I-O-I, you mean like all their backup dancers?
Yeah, that's the thing.
From
I'm
Us
just like,
9.
there's
it's a 2-member group and a 9
Yeah, I'm just like, how does
they
this
just
work?
have all the backup dancers.
Yeah, but I mean, otherwise it was pretty cool. We got like this awesome, like freaking feature-based version of Dugan Dugan, but
Yeah, it was a good collab.
and thankfully they're Nugu, so that there's won't be any controversy. Like, oh my god, they touched Gyuri. So like, they touched our hand, like that's the screenshot I picked. So, but if this was like a new group or like a more popular group, they'd be like, you're not allowed to touch their hands or whatever. So, thank God I don't think the fandoms have reached that point yet. The next is because Korea is where they shoved all of the like non-Korean performances, except for like I think they had 1 or 2 in Hong Kong. But
yeah, there were a couple in Hong Kong.
the next one is Dean Ting, who won the Best New Asian Artist for China with the song "I Miss You." Not much else to say. It was music.
Yeah, I didn't.
I mean, I thought it was good, but it seemed
non-Korean
out of
music.
place being at Mama. This is
odd-
almost like you know how in like gaming directs there's kind of like those talking parts that, that people are like, just show me the games. It's kind of like, Mama, I'm here for the really hype like performances that I wouldn't see anywhere else.
But I mean,
But
I still do like the non-Korean performances, just because again, it's supposed to be the Mnet Asian Music Awards. So.
Yes, I was going into that, but I realize that they're still necessary because I do think that the representation still needs to be there.
Well, I mean,
even though, you know, Korea like culturally dominates Asia as far as like soft power goes.
Yeah.
You know, they've gotta incorporate all those things. So it is like Andrew said, the Mnet Asian Music Awards.
And
not
some of the
Mukma.
later ones are definitely more interesting or more to my taste. So next is the stage is called Girls Revolution, which was a collaboration between Nature and GWSN. So Nature started it off with an amazing a cappella version of Allegro Cantabile, and then they went into some. So
Yeah, I think for a lot, I'm just gonna talk about the whole as a whole, but like for Nature, this whole stage just showed that they need better music.
Yep.
Because their songs don't show off how good of singers they are, and their choreo does not show off how good dancers they are. Because it's just like it's all just like they were basically trying to be Momo Land with this last release.
Yeah.
And they're way better singers than were shown off, and their choreo was really dumb, and they're way better dancers. So that's what I got out of this stage.
Definitely,
I think it almost just shows that their company is more out of touch with what they're actually capable of. They're seeing the dollar signs rather than the music notes. I guess,
and I mean, I guess like Some was a lot more exciting than Allegro Cantabile was, but I mean, at least that Allegro Cantabile sounded like more like their style, if anything, just like because they was able to show off their vocal performance. So
and they were able to show off their dance performances and all of their covers, but those weren't like promoted or anything, so people don't really know about them.
Yeah. Moving on to GWSN doing an awesome like freaking EDM drop remix of Puzzle Moon.
Yep.
Holy crap.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Oh man, I just love the random mixes that they do for some of these stages. And then they did like a dance performance at the end, which is funny because like they have really like girly like girl groups, and then they have this like hard ass like trap beat like dance performance. So it was a little out of the blue, but it was pretty cool.
I mean, that's pretty much what makes Mama Mama is like the
collaboration.
remix versions of songs.
Yeah. Next stage is another one of the is the winner of the Best New Asian Artist from Indonesia. Her name is Marian Jola, and she did a song called Jangan. And I loved her voice. I really loved her voice a lot. Like
I think I looked her up. I think she's Indonesian.
Yeah.
But yeah, I enjoyed this stage. I'll have to look her up.
She seems to be really popular because I'm looking at the video right now. She has 3.8 million views on this stage. So
yeah, 4 million.
Holy shit! Like that's like more than like some Eyes One stages or whatever. So she must be super popular back in Indonesia.
Yeah, all the
All the comments are
comments are Indonesian. I'm assuming is the language.
Yeah.
Malaysian, Indonesian, something like that. I'm bad with this. If any of you in listening is Malaysian or Indonesian, tell me if I'm wrong. Because I'm bad. All right.
Yeah, I really like their voice. Anything, Nate? Or
No, yeah, it was good.
next up, we have Blossom of Love, which is an I-1 stage. They did an intro, and if you're playing the Mama drinking game, now's our new rule is every time I-1 performs La Vie en Rose, you have to take a shot.
Spoilers, you're gonna take 3 shots.
Yep. So
yeah, I thought the Christmassy intro was awesome and too short. And the dance break was also amazing and also too short. Basically, everything I-1 did in the Korea stage was too short because Energetic was too short, the intro was too short, dance break was too short.
Yep.
Nako is the perfect height.
Nako is too short. Love it.
If she was taller, it would diminish her ridiculously adorableness.
Okay. Also, no, my favorite part of this is actually there's a part where they move to Kang Daniel. Or they put the camera on Kang Daniel, and he literally moves out of the way just so they could see like the Luna members behind him. Just because Yeojin's so goddamn short, so you're not gonna be able to see him, see her in front of Kang Daniel.
Yeah, one thing these Mama performances from I-1 showed me is like they really don't seem like rookies. Like
no, they don't.
I'm really surprised by that. Like just because they were all trainees like a few months ago, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's crazy how much stage presence they already have. And I'm really glad with how they've turned out so far.
I mean, between Eunbi being in a group before and the J line obviously having like years of experience, I mean, they definitely bring a level of experience into it. So
yeah,
you could
and I mean, Chaeyeon's been around doing survival shows for forever.
Too many shows.
Yeah.
Next, we have From Dusk Till Dawn, which is a Kim Dong-han, formerly of JBJ, and a G-Idol collaboration. So, starting off with Kim Dong-han's Goodnight Kiss, and he's basically, it's a bit of a vampire concept, essentially. Like, he comes out of a coffin, he's pale as hell, and I think I forget if he bites someone's neck or whatever. Like, yeah, it's really creepy, but fits the vibe of the song, definitely.
Yeah, there's another one that was good.
And then after that, they sort of had like a VCR, like I don't know, just like G-Idol. They all have like red eyes and like everything. And then Soyeon comes out of the same coffin, and then they go into like an instrumental version of like Han, and then they do Latata. So
yeah, the like Han intro was really cool.
Awesome.
Each having their own like section. Dance break type thing, and then Soyeon comes out and they do Latata. Yeah, it was a really good stage.
Probably the only like complaint I have is like they made the drop like quieter for whatever reason. I don't know why. Maybe that was part of like the remix, but otherwise it was still a great stage.
Yeah, I thought everybody's outfits in the G-Idol stage was pretty good, especially Miyeon. I thought her like white outfit was really good.
Yeah, and obviously Soyeon's wearing red, like in the original music video and everything. So.
Speaking of her, I like the thing where she just like ripped off whatever she was wearing in the coffin, just instantly, bam! I'm actually wearing red.
Next, we have the best new Asian artist from Thailand. He's the Toys, but it's one dude, and the song is called Before Rain. I actually thought this guy was pretty good. Like, he has a nice...
He's really interesting. He's like R&B, but he's almost like rapping.
Like, it's like really fast, like rap. Like, it was like, damn, it's a rap god right here. But yeah, he was pretty good. Probably one of my favorites of the non-Korean artists that got to perform.
Yeah.
Next stage is Vincent, or Portrait Vincent is the name of the stage. He did his songs UJ Suck, Barcode, and You Don't Even Know.
This is probably my least favorite stage I've ever seen.
I just skipped over it.
I mean, obviously the Koreans are gonna love it because it's the sad boy hip hop stuff that they really love. So yeah,
he just seems like the most low effort of it. Like his hair,
he
just rolled out of bed.
Yep.
He's just like
Koreans love that though.
This is just like so so
I can't do
just,
it.
Like, yeah, it just wanted to put me to sleep.
Next up, we have the. Where is she from again? She's the best new Asian artist from Vietnam, doing the song called "Stranger Please," and I love this. This probably is my favorite performance of the non-Korean ones, because the second verse she actually starts singing in Korean, which is really cool for her to do.
Yeah.
Also,
Yeah, I actually thought this was a really good stage. Her vocals were nice. Her outfit was really interesting. And also, real question: is she shorter than Nako? Because I feel like she could be.
I have no idea how tall she is, and she has an interesting stage name in Orange. So
Yeah.
I tried looking her up, but her name is too hard to search.
You can't.
Orange,
you
Thailand.
literally can't search.
You're just gonna get
Orange.
you're just gonna get like oranges.
I thought it was
from
Vietnam.
Thailand, or no, Vietnam. Yeah, oranges. You're just gonna get
Vietnam.
oranges that are from like Vietnam or whatever. So
Do oranges grow in Vietnam?
I have no idea, but I mean, she must have named herself for, I don't know. Next stage is called New Challenger, which is a collaboration between arguably two
Super Smash Bros.
Yep.
Yes.
It's the
Stray Kids joins the battle.
Yeah, exactly.
the boys. It's the boys and Stray Kids doing a collaboration stage. We started off with the boys doing like an intro, like they did the instrumental version of the boy when they were entering, and then they did right
Boy's
here.
the boy, my boy. Like for these stages, like I thought it was kind of weird that they like Stray Kids came out for like a 20-second dance performance after the boys song, and then
When Stray
like
Kids.
the boys did the same thing after Stray Kids. Like, why didn't they just have a like joint third song because it just seems so short and like random. And instead of
I don't know.
splitting
It's
it
just
as
so
two,
they could
Mama
call it
Stage
a collaboration.
Yeah,
but
Mama
I know,
Stage-
but
no,
they could have done like
they
could have done the boys.
No, they did the dance performance at the end together.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying. But I'm saying, like, that they did a dance performance after the boys' song, and then they did a dance performance after Stray Kids' song that were both, like, 20 seconds long. Why didn't they just do the boys' song, then they do a joint dance performance for, like, a minute and a half, and then do Stray Kids' song? It would have made way more sense.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Mama doesn't make.
It just
Mama
seems
collaborations
so,
don't
like,
make sense.
it seemed so, like, short and, like, just weird to have this 20-second performance after both of the songs when they could have just had one long dance performance. But I mean, the performances were great. I think like hard rock my pace for Stray Kids is like amazing. Like,
Yeah.
I need that on an album.
I'm just sad that they didn't do. I'm just sad that the boys didn't do Giddy Up, because I just want to see them do Giddy Up live just because of the choreography. But as for Stray Kids, obviously, yeah, it's still insane how they insist on doing live vocals for literally everything they do, basically. So you can. It's insane. And yeah, basically just the outro performance for My Pace was just them doing like 2 times fast. So that's still a pretty cool sort of thing, because they're arguably two of the, at least in our radar, they're 2 contenders for like best new male artist or best new male group.
Yeah. For me, they're number 1 and number 2. Like, no question.
Like 1A, 1B. Honestly, it's
yeah, exactly.
I haven't figured it out yet.
Like,
We'll figure it out in January. But Jacob, anything?
I thought both performances were really good. One thing I thought was a shame was they were doing like audience participation during My Pace, and like the microphones couldn't pick it up.
Yeah.
So it was just
What?
silent during that part.
Like, this is
It's like,
such a
Internet, come
bad
on.
venue. It's so bad. You couldn't hear anything.
Whereas I feel like if you were actually there, that would have been actually like epic. So
Yeah, definitely.
All right. And to close out the Korean stage, we've got Eternal Moment, which is a 1-on-1 stage. They did an intro performance, and then they did Hide and Seek plus Spring Breeze. So, yep, they're doing Spring Breeze.
1-on-1.
Yep.
I feel like all three of the like concerts, I was just like, yep, it's 101.
But I mean,
Yeah,
the
pretty
same
much.
They
thing
didn't
with
really do anything too crazy special.
the same thing with like La Vie en Rose, or like Eyes One
Eyes
doing
One.
La Vie en Rose like
Yeah.
3 times is kind of repetitive after a
Yeah,
while.
but I mean,
too.
yeah,
They're the
I think
fancy. They're the
for-
shiny new group, though, I guess.
Yeah. Well, for me, like, I know La Vie en Rose better, and like the Hong Kong performance was like so awesome,
We'll
which
get there.
we'll get to. But like for 101 songs, I don't know them well enough, so I don't know if they were like remixed in a cool way. It was just like, and they're like, they did a bunch of like more ballady songs because they're doing their goodbye stuff. So like, it just didn't stand out.
I mean, yeah, obviously they're gonna do Spring Breeze because that's the most recent comeback. So, but I mean, yeah, Hide and Seek was a ballad track off of the recent album as well. So, meh. They obviously have to split up the performances between Korea, Hong Kong, and Japan. So, yeah, this is probably the least interesting one because they ended up doing Spring Breeze later, which is a lot more interesting. Or again, but that, in the context, it was a lot more interesting.
Yeah, again, for me, I like a good ballad, but like save them for Mama. I feel like
save them. Yep. All right, next up, we've got 2018 Mama Fans' Choice in Japan, which took place in the most hallowed of fight combat sports / wrestling arenas, Saitama Super Arena. Basically, like the same place that like freaking Twice had a solo concert is the same place that like freaking, I don't know, like people were getting soccer kicked in the face back in like the early 2000s. Like incredible. So they start off with it's called the stage was called Passion, Mama's Greatest Moments, and we start off with 101 again doing a cover of Heartbeat by 2 p.m.
So this like performance just seemed really off. Like
really?
The beginning, well, first of all, it's like a minute long and 40 seconds of it is like instrumentals at the beginning. They literally sing for like 20 seconds, it feels like. But then like the beginning parts where they're singing with like Kang Daniel and I don't know the other guy who does like the rapping at the beginning or whatever. Like it seemed like they were rushing. They were just like completely offbeat, it felt like. I don't know, it just seemed off to me.
Well, I mean, most of
could just be because you're used to 2 p.m. singing the song.
Yeah, but
and I mean most of the stages in this, or most of the like songs in this stage were like 30 seconds long because that's
that's not the problem. But no, it was literally it feels like they were just off beat, like they weren't.
Okay.
It wasn't like performed well. It seemed rushed.
Cool. Yeah, I thought it was alright. I don't know.
I don't know. I just noticed it. Maybe I'm wrong. Jacob's right, and I'm just so used to the 2 p.m. version, but like. It just seemed off.
Next, we had Stray Kids doing a cover of Overdose, or doing a mashup of Overdose and Growl by EXO. Yeah. Holy crap.
And this was much better. Like, it seemed more substantive and better performed, in my opinion. But yeah, and the mashup was really cool.
Oh my god. Only Stray Kids could do something like this. Seriously.
Honestly, Stray Kids is really one of the monster rookies for me. Like they take a song and they make it actually theirs.
Their own.
Like that's their strength. Is that I think they have the production talent and just the versatility that they can like pull off almost anything.
Yeah, they
in their
don't
own style.
They don't do straight covers. They reimagine the song every time. And it's really cool to see. Next, we had Solar and Wheein and Juhan and Kim Jae-won and Ha Sung-woon doing a cover of Eyes, Nose, Lips by Taeyong.
Yeah, this performance literally gave me chills. Like, I felt like every performer was perfect.
Yeah, just like
for the part they were given.
Yeah, everyone is a good, like, crazy good singer, and then there's Juhan just doing his rap.
And he killed.
Yeah, he killed the rap.
Killed the rap part. Like, it just everything worked out so well. It was so good.
I thought this was a really cool stage. One of my favorite K-pop songs of all time, so I definitely will approve of their being a cover of it. And then there's this one part in the video I noticed, like there was this girl, she's holding up like an Ong sign and she was like, oh. Like at one part where they cut to her and she was like, oh my god, I'm on the TV.
Yeah.
I mean, I would too. I would too. Just be like, funny. Oh shit. Like I'm whenever we go to KCON, I'm just deathly afraid they're gonna cut to me like while I'm in like because I always get like the pit, like the standing room.
Yeah.
I'm just like, oh no, don't cut to me. I don't want to be on Korean
There was one
television.
part where I remember during KCON, there's one part where the guy was literally in front of us, like pointed directly at us. Thank God they didn't put us on the
God,
screen.
I don't want to be on camera. All right.
The next dealt with it.
Yep. The next stage is arguably the greatest cover stage
Yes,
of the
I thought this was
entire,
amazing.
like the entire like Mama, like all three shows. This is the greatest one. It's I.O.I doing a cover of The Boys by Girls' Generation.
This
Yeah.
This concept, I really hope they stick with. Like, the boys, like SNSD often had the sort of concept that I-O1 has right now, like with Lavion Rose, where it's not overtly sexy or cute or anything, and they're just like really good at doing both in like sort of a happy medium. And I think the boys, like, it's a little more edgy than what they've been doing, but like something like The Boys or Genie or Who or something like that, something within that sort of concept wheelhouse. I hope I-O1 sticks with something like that, because I think that'd be the best way to go as far as dealing with the age difference in the members and still get something that's really like awesome and yeah, I guess edgy enough that it's not like too cute and sugary, but it's not too like sexy and like
Yep. And you just gonna alienate like Won Young and like the rest of the youngins.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like this is the best way to deal with their age difference.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought it was great. I thought it was weird that we were missing two members, but then later on they like have they're part of a different performance, so that's why they weren't there.
Yep. Next we have Twice, or specifically Nayeon, Sana, Momo, and Mina from Twice doing
9 plus J-Line.
yeah, 9 plus J-Line basically doing a cover of Bad Girl Good Girl by Miss A, which is a stage that they previously did in KCON, except they replaced I believe they replaced Mina with it was Jui instead of Mina, I believe, or something like that. Yeah, so
I thought this was awesome. I missed it, Miss A, please.
Yeah, I also
please reform or something.
The thing is though, like they keep doing this same like Miss A stage, and I'm just like they keep giving me these glimpses of like future mature Twice.
Give me Hush.
We're never gonna get it. We're never gonna get it.
Give me Hush. Hush or Touch.
I mean, no, I'd kill for Touch. I'd kill for Touch.
Or Goodbye Baby. I want that too.
But the thing is though, if they keep doing Miss A covers, it's just gonna make me more salty that we're never gonna get this like a Twice original.
We're only gonna get like basically modernized early Wonder Girls forever.
You know, actually, no. How much money, or I'd pay like JYP so much money if it's just like Twice just doing Miss A, like an entire concert of Miss A covers, because that's probably the closest thing I'd ever get.
Or give me J-Line plus Nayeon as a subunit doing that.
I was gonna say,
song.
I wouldn't be surprised if we got a subunit doing Miss A type stuff.
Maybe.
But I don't think we'll ever get like full Twice doing it.
But I mean,
make too much money on Q songs.
I think it just if we're going towards subunits, I think it's just J-Line, and then J-Line it's its own subunit, and then it'll probably be like I could see like Nayeon and Jihyo being another subunit or something like that. Just like to get the two main vocalists.
No,
I think the reason we probably won't get it from
hip hop subunit.
Yes, Doobu Che on fuckboy concept. Yes.
I think the reason we probably won't get anything. I think the reason we're probably not getting anything different from Twice is because
too much money.
I think JYP might be I think they might be scared that they might fall into the trap that G-Friend did when they came out with Fingertip, and like their fan base hated it.
Yeah.
Well, to those people, fingertips easily. Actually,
it's a different topic for another time.
Yeah,
we'll get there.
Let's talk about that later.
On the next,
comment down below if you wanna hear about that. So yeah.
Next we have Wonho, Kihyun, Minhyuk, and I.M from Monsta X, and JB, Jinyoung, and Yugum from GOT7 doing a cover of "Fantastic Baby" by Big Bang. And this was hype. This was really hype.
Yes, it was.
Yeah. No, yeah, I thought I like seeing like Monsta X and GOT7 together because they're like really good friends. Because Shonu was actually almost in GOT7. So he like trained with them and was almost part of the group. So it's cool to see them do a cover together, and the song fits them both perfectly.
Yeah. Basically, you could definitely tell like Monsta X and GOT7 definitely take a lot after like the hype like factor that Big Bangs brought back in the day. So.
Yeah, I think they're so honestly, like it's really hard to capture the magic the Big Bang is, and I think they're really close.
Yeah, they're really good at it though, and
really close.
And doing it in Japan, where like Big Bang is just like incredibly popular too. It's just like perfect choice, perfect choice. And the last of this long stage, like honestly, like literally the stage probably took like 5 minutes probably. Just like there's so much like amazingness that we have to talk about it for this long. It's Yena and Hichan from I.O.I, Shonu and Hyungwon from Monster X, from Mimo from Twice, and then JB and Yugam from GOT7 doing Choyoung Pil's bounce dubstep version. I don't know what the song is.
He told me
I love
they
this
were
song.
really cute in the beginning.
I love this song. I fell in love with it because there's a performance from a long time ago of Nine Muses and Jaya. You were like, or ZEA or whatever.
Yeah.
However you pronounce that group name. They did a cover of this song. And I fell in love with the song. But I thought this was cool. I wish they did like an actual group dance though, because it's literally just like each pairing from each
square.
group in a square doing their own thing. They never really came together and did like a actual dance.
I really enjoyed it though. Mostly just Mina and Momo just stole the goddamn show, just like the freaking like high kick and everything.
The kick, yeah.
But no, I'm just like, I was just like, oh my god, Hichan's so adorable. I'm just like, oh, she's so perfect for this song. I'm just like, all you people that are like, oh, the Japanese members can't dance, like, you can all go to hell because Hichan was so perfect for this song. But yeah, that's all I can really. Again, I have no history with this. I really didn't know what the song is because I guess this is probably came around like. Or
it's a really old song.
I'm guessing a really popular
like the
song
normal version of it.
Yeah. Okay, next we have, or getting onto the actual, like, stages, we have the new champion, which was a Stray Kids stage. They did Pace, Elevator, and District 9.
So, so hold on. What is Pace?
Pace is a 3-Racha song.
Yeah.
Okay, that's why I was like, I was looking at the albums, I was like, I don't know this song.
You don't know what the song is? Yeah, no, like, them doing Pace as an intro was perfect. It's one of my favorite 3-Racha songs.
Yeah,
and it's basically the same intro, like, or the same like sequence that they did for KCON New York, where they're literally just like they're on opposite sides of the stadium.
That's one thing. That's one thing I was wondering if it was the same thing because
different song.
They did the same. They did the same entrance though, same sort of entrance. Sean Bin on one side and Ji Sung on the other, which was really cool. Or wait, I guess Chong Bin was already on stage, but whatever. Yeah.
And then for District 9, the like remix ending was so good. I want more of that.
Oh, and oh god, like the freak, it's basically like a rock mix if you really think about it. Just went super hard. And God, every time I see a Stray Kids live stage, it just makes me want to see Stray Kids live again, just because it's
for real.
It's an experience. Like, you have to see Stray Kids live to really fully appreciate the incredible like performance that they always put on.
I want them to go on like a full tour or something. Or maybe while I'm in Korea they'll have a concert or something like that.
But the thing is though, like, I mean,
or they'll be at a concert.
It took Twice how long before they got their first solo concert?
That's like that for most groups. Like, it's hard to sell out a full concert.
Yeah.
So
but I mean,
hopefully they're at a performance thing, because I'd love to see them again.
They'll definitely be somewhere. You'll definitely get to see them in Korea. There's no way, like, they promote a lot too as well, because
they're smaller too, so they might be at more smaller places too, so you might be able to get closer to them as well.
Also, just shout out to Bangchan's guy liner. His guy liner was incredible. Just super clean. Like the beauty vloggers would be really jealous of him. Next, we have Crime and Punishment, which is, I guess, Monster X doing a BDSM concept.
Yeah, that was so weird.
It really was, though.
I mean, don't lie, you were into it.
Yeah, it's like Blade Runner BDSM concept.
Up, chained up, Wonho, shirtless.
Like, literally, like, the only thing we have to say about this entire thing is, like, it's a screenshot, is, like, literally the build up to friggin' Wonho taking, like, this poor button, single
There's
button.
One button, yep.
Had to hold on to Wonho's
just so
dignity.
that he could take it off.
Oh, man.
No, they were perfect, but there was so many mic problems. It was so distracting.
I don't know what happened.
I was so pissed off.
Wait,
like,
is Monster X? Do they sing live for the most part, or?
Yeah. I think so. I honestly don't really know, but like, you could tell that, like,
They definitely
Something
were
was
today.
cutting out.
Kihyun's mic was off completely, and it never worked the whole time. So we didn't get to hear their lead singer's like vocal skills at all.
Well, for somebody, I don't remember who it was. You could
You could
like
hear
you could hear like their like
yeah,
but their like actual like vocals weren't coming through. Like you could hear they were actually singing, but it was like muted for some reason.
yeah,
almost.
exactly. Yeah, there were tons of problems, and that pissed me off because I thought they did really well.
Incredible. I mean, okay, so the songs.
I'm glad they did Jealousy.
Yeah, so they did Spark, which was like a Juhan solo. Which thankfully he got to say his name. They did Jealousy, and then they did Shootout, which is where Wonho the shirt came off, and just the screams when he took his shirt off are just seared into my memory for the rest of my life. Because again, just like that. That's why I'm glad they performed in Japan, because again, like if they were doing it at a small venue like in Korea or like Hong Kong, it wouldn't have done it justice. Whereas like Saitama Super Arena fits like 50,000 or something like that. Like it's a huge venue.
Yeah.
Next we have Dear My Friends, which is an I-1 stage where they did a dance, basically Chekura did a dance performance to the instrumental of Dear My Friends. They did Memory, La Vie en Rose again, and then they did Rumor.
Stupid intro made me tear up.
I hate
There's the piano Nekoya, like all the sentimental quotes. Just like, damn you. It's just downpour all over again.
They do this. They do the same thing with 101 later, where it's piano Naya. I'm just like, you bastards! Why do you insist on doing this every single time? But I'm glad that Mnet recognizes what the one true ship is in. I'm not down with none of this like Hyewon and Sakura nonsense. It's been Chekuda since day one.
Yeah. I.I.O.I is a close second.
I really liked the intro with Sakura and Cheon. I thought that was really nice, but like the transition between that and to Memory was really awkward. They were just standing there like smiling for like 15 seconds.
and at one point you could see one of the other girls like come up next to them and like off to the side, and the cameraman like had to adjust and be like, no, you're not supposed to be able to see that stuff's going on around
and then
them.
Hitomi shows up and they're like, oh, now we can start.
Yeah, it was really awkward.
So yeah, they did La Vie en Rose again. I mean, I didn't like this version in comparison to the Korea one. But OT12 Rumor was pretty interesting.
I thought the outfits for this version of La Vie en Rose was pretty nice though. Like the navy with the like silk almost, white silk.
Mm-hmm. Hong Kong version beats everything, so we'll get there.
We'll get there. Next we have Before the Dawn, which is a new SW stage. They perform Where You At, Deja Vu, Help Me, and Shadow. And I just have to skip ahead to Shadow because that's probably one of my favorite. That was one of my favorite album tracks off of. Oh God, I forget. That was.
I don't remember.
Off of Who You, it wasn't their most recent comeback. It was the one that came out in like the summer. But yeah, that was one of my favorite album tracks. So it's pretty cool to see them do it on a live stage. But I mean, new SW, they're great. They're great live, obviously.
Yeah, exactly.
Jacob, anything or?
No, I thought it was pretty good though. I mean, I'm definitely impressed with the amount of like fanfare that newest got. Because they're definitely a Phoenix group, I guess I call them.
Well, I think they were always pretty big in Japan, actually.
Yeah, they definitely had.
They never really.
Yeah, they had a decent following, like even before all.
They were definitely anemic in Korea, but Proto saved them. That's for sure.
I mean,
that's
just Pledis nonsense, obviously. But
yeah.
I mean, yeah,
I'm really looking forward to when they actually have 5 members again.
Yeah, I'm just kind of sad we never got a special stage of, oh my God, Minhyun shows up and they do something together.
I thought it would have been
so cool.
Yeah, I don't know why.
They were there, so why not?
Yeah, it sucks that like literally you see they're not even on the stage at the same time, like ever. Like I was like, oh. Yeah. Let him go back to his newest buddies. Like, I've just been waiting for them.
Yeah, they should have like had at the end of their stage, like he comes in and they do like old new S song or something.
Yeah,
that would have been so cool.
That would have been incredible. And I mean, like, it would have been so fitting too, because it's like this is 101's last Mama stage essentially. So
yeah, well, yeah. Yeah, I don't know why they didn't, but because it would have been perfect here.
Maybe they don't want to
transition.
Maybe they don't want to spoil
it'd probably
it.
be too salty or something.
I don't know.
Yeah.
So they just actually, right before we started, I read that they announced that Wanna One's disbanding at the end of the year, like December 31st. But then they were also like, but they will continue to go to their scheduled award shows and have a final concert. I'm like, well, then you're not disbanding. Like, if you're still doing stuff.
They just want to hit the news cycle before everyone just gets too busy. I don't know. Anyway, next is the greatest Twice show with Twice performing Yes or Yes, What is Love, and Dance the Night Away.
The intro was amazing.
Oh yeah,
dude, that was straight up out of like SNSD tour.
I'm just like, why are we getting this? Why isn't this a song?
They keep giving us the concept we want and then not for real though.
Yeah, exactly. It's the only way we get these concepts is during weird intros and stuff during award shows. But then I thought What is Love stage was really cool, doing like all the different movie scenes from the music video.
Yeah, the La La Land interlude break sort of thing. Oh, that was
also
great.
with the part swap too.
Yeah, Junghyun putting the headphones on Mina, like stuff like that. Yeah, so good.
And it's really cool to see them come back because again they sold out Saitama Super Arena just on their own like earlier in the year so it's
One
cool to
Punch
see.
Super Arena.
Yeah. And then I don't know if you guys noticed, but oh my god, so many candy bongs came out like during their. I was so happy
because in all the fan cams it was mostly the bomb bongs or whatever the hell you call it.
Army bong.
Yeah, but. Yeah, I was glad to see that in the
all the
Twice fan cams.
All right, this is a doozy of a stage. So we have Born to Be Mamamoo, and basically it's just a bunch of like solo performances, which I'll go through individually just because doing otherwise wouldn't do them justice. So first we have Solar doing a pole dance routine called Cleopatra. Solar is so goddamn confusing. She's like,
how does this say? Yeah, go ahead.
She's like, I want to do solo music. All I want to do for solo music are just these sweet emotional ballads. What do I want to do for Mama? I want to pole dance. I'm just like, okay, Solar.
I was like, why is there like one of their best singers doing a dance routine? Like,
I mean, I don't mind.
Solo,
this is hot, but
the best part of it was IZ*ONE's reactions by far.
Just Sakura was like, oh,
they just cut to Sakura and just like
she's like, you can't do this in Japan and get away with it.
Yeah, that was definitely my favorite part of it.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, Mamamoo presents visual sex.
Yeah, basically.
Like all of their stages were ridiculous.
Oh, just incredible.
Mamamoo, Solar and
Hwasa were
Hwasa, yeah.
So yeah, we hinted her solo song "Easy" to. Yeah, this was obviously incredible. I love this song so much.
Yeah.
So
I liked her outfit in Easy.
Yep. Yeah. I love all their outfits.
Or I guess throughout the whole thing, but
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Then we got Moonbyul doing "Selfish" featuring Chaewon from I.O.I.
I was skeptical
Chaewon did a really good job.
Yeah, I was skeptical of Chaewon replacing Seulgi, but I think she did a really good job.
Rip SM.
I was gonna say, Seulgi couldn't be there, so I think she did a good job.
Oh, she did an amazing job. Again, I like Chaewon just has the sweetest, most incredible voice, and she did this song justice. It was so cool to see this collaboration. And then we get Hwasa doing. There's like a bunch of different names for this song. It's like called Above Live / Don't / I don't know, but it was the song she did with Loco for, I forget what the show was called, but yeah, the song got super popular in Korea, so no wonder that she did like a remix of it, but most of it was just like a dance performance, and oh my god, Hwasa does incredible M. Bison impersonation. She's M. Bison. She's literally M. Bison.
But I didn't hear any yes. Yes.
I mean, she was more Cammy than M. Bison.
It's like M. Bison and Cammy had a baby. Yeah, the hat is what made me think M. Bison, but
yeah.
Obviously, that's just like holy shit. Apparently,
netizens hated it, but
I'm just whatever. Like, what?
Screw them.
Well, I mean,
screw them.
It's Hwasa. What are you gonna you know what you expect out of Mamamoo at this point? Like anyone that doesn't.
Yeah, but even like I think the reason like it's not. I don't know. That's like what you'd expect from a like concert, like a Mamamoo concert. like where it's not recorded or whatever, but then like this being
was
put on TV and stuff, like you can see why for how like conservative Korea is in terms of like sexualized stuff. Like
a lot of
it was 15
a lot
plus.
of the comments were saying,
but her performance was not 15 plus. Her performance was 18 plus.
Yeah, a lot of the comments I saw were like, "This is Japan. It's not America." Like,
yeah.
It's fine. And then obviously to close it out, Mamamoo did Egotistic and Starry Night, and that Egotistic remix, again, I don't know, everyone just doing rock remixes basically. It was incredible.
Yeah, I'm fine with it.
Yeah, just really, this is probably the most memorable stage of the whole of the whole event. Honestly, just like they really killed it.
Yeah, I agree. Of the ones that were like them just doing their song, I think this one also stood out to me a lot.
Yeah,
their outfits, the backup dancers, everything was awesome.
Yeah, just Mamamoo just has incredible charisma on stage.
Yeah, I think like the red outfits contrasting with the backup dancers just wearing black mostly with red skirts and stuff was good, because I feel like a lot of times with the backup dancer outfits they make them too similar to the actual artists. Like, no, yes, I want you to populate the stage, the space you have, but like I want to see the artists pop out, you know.
Mm-hmm.
All right, next stage is it's called Destiny, not the game. It's a 1-on-1 stage, and they're doing Light, Boomerang, and I Promise You.
Boo, Boomerang.
Yeah, I mean, it's good besides Boomerang. Basically, I love Light. I love I Promise You. I Promise You is pretty good, but all I just have to say is Kang Danya looks like freaking what's his name, Reno from Final Fantasy VII, because he has red hair and fingerless gloves, and he just bothered me the whole time.
Oh yeah,
he just and like in their previous performance, the 2 p.m. one, it's just like they look like Gangster Noctis from like Final Fantasy 15 or whatever. So I don't know, maybe they're going with the Yakuza concept or something like that. But other than that, it's just 1-on-1.
Yeah, it's like a shame. I wish they would have done like.
I'll put a lot into like the Hong Kong performance, because that's technically their last Bulma stage. So.
Yeah, I wish they would have just done
Also,
like a cool like medley stage or something instead.
Well, I mean, the thing is though, they don't need to like 1-on-1 doesn't need to do anything fancy to catch like attention, because they're just super popular.
But still,
you'd
think they'd put a lot of eggs into them instead of just being like, they're fine, just let them do whatever.
And to close out this show, it was of course BTS. The stage was called Birth of a Hero. They did Fake Love and Anpanman. Best song. Oh my god. I'm sorry, but like I don't even care about Fake Love at this point. It's Fake
Fake Love was great because they did the good version of Fake Love.
Okay, yeah, they did the good version of Fake Love.
They did the real version of Fake Love.
With freaking Anpanman, you just have them all wearing like this crazy like not NASA just like outfits, like freaking like Rapmon was just literally had the hood on the whole time. He's like, I think that's why I like this song a lot, is just because BTS often, because 90% of BTS singles are just like them, just like super edgy, super emo BTS. Whereas I love when BTS just gets to act really stupid on stage, and like they genuinely seemed like they were enjoying themselves on stage, which is just something you really don't get to see, honestly.
So the stage for Anpanman was fun, but I can't get over that song.
It's a good song.
The worst song.
It's a good
easily.
song. Stop
it's easily the worst song. It's a piece of crap.
It's
I
so
hate it.
good. Anyway, it's fitting for them to do it because obviously Anpanman is a Japanese manga character and anime character, so they had to.
It really does make sense for them to do it in Japan, but still, like, if I wanted to listen to Fetty Wap, which I don't, I'd just do that.
I'm with Jacob. I understand why it's there. The stage was good, but the song sucks, and I refuse to listen to it.
All right, so the way this is turning out, I think I'm better off just splitting everything into 3 separate parts.
Yeah.
So
we can have 5 parts.
This is topic 3, technically, where we'll do the final part of Mama, which was in Hong Kong. So this stage started out just incredible, or this whole event started off incredible. Well, first Rapmon did like a speech intro, because obviously the most international fans are going to Hong Kong, so they have to get the BTS. That was the thing. Like that was our in our Discord we were watching. It was like every time BTS shows up on the camera, or they mention BTS, you take a shot. And it was just like, and Flix is like, "Oh God, I'm drunk already." He's like, "We're only an hour into the show." Just because literally like every presenter would just like mention BTS like out of the blue, basically just like for no reason, just to get like the crowd reaction. So we start off with Tiger JK and Vernon from 17 doing double up. The stage was called 918.
Yep.
Like I don't know, I don't know why they're picking 918 as a time, but okay. I mean, I'll let you guys talk through, or like just like go off on this entire stage.
This overall was probably my favorite stage, I think. Like,
of course.
Yeah.
So, like, Tiger JK and Yunmire, like everything, all MFP2I did.
Yeah, all of the MFP2I
like just the entire
stuff,
thing.
Yeah.
I thought it was awesome. Like, so Tiger JK and Vernon, I think they did pretty awesome. Like, when that stage started, it showed like RM and he's just cheering like really loud.
Yeah, RM's just like a little kid.
Yeah.
It's so adorable. Because I mean, he definitely, you know, he looks up to him a lot and everything.
Yeah, I
I
really loved seeing all the people, all the like Korean artists, like just being really hyped for Drunken Tiger. Like,
and I mean,
so cool.
Granted, your everyday K-pop fans probably not gonna know who the hell Tiger JK, Marine Mirai, and Busy are. But I mean, the actual
he's your
artist,
fave. Like,
yeah,
you
your
know what I mean?
yeah, definitely. Like, we'll get there.
Also, Chungha, the dance,
the
dance
Chungha,
to the I.O.I
remix. I'm
like,
just like, Chungha, stop
that
killing
was so
me.
good.
Stop destroying me
so
this
good.
way. And I'm just a sucker
This
for.
was the best dance. This was the best dance stage.
Yep,
Bar none.
easily. And just Chungha with a high ponytail just destroys me.
Yes.
Chungha in a ponytail period just destroys me. So yeah, then
Also,
we got Yunmire, Tiger JK doing Timeless for the People and Monster.
Yeah. So I was hoping, I wish that they would have brought RM on stage for Timeless. Like, just he does his verse and then Tiger does another verse and then they go into the other ones. But I do realize they're, short on time and stuff.
But I mean, he kind of did the
awesome.
intro for them, so.
Yeah.
And then they closed it out with Tiger JK, Yunmire, and Busy doing Mantra, which is the most recent Drunken Tiger single. But they called it MFP2I.
I was glad they brought out everybody, dude. And also I.O.I, like they showed them in the beginning of that and they were like, yeah.
They're so
like
happy.
I can hear one of them just going bwah, bwah, bwah.
Oh god.
No, yeah, it's so
there.
funny
Blah, blah,
seeing
blah,
like
blah.
I.O.I and Twice like trying to be like hardcore for Tiger JK. It's so great.
Yeah, it's just like it's great for them to get. There's no better way to start off the show. I mean, obviously they didn't like.
No, yeah.
Tiger JK and Yunmire are just so legendary that they didn't like mostly everyone that gets to perform at Mama gets an award, but they don't even need an award because like literally just there because just them being there is just like the just like the present in itself. Like that's a treat just like getting to see them perform.
Yeah, I never thought I'd see Chungha do a performance for that, which was just so awesome.
That's so cool. Yeah,
I want them to do a collaboration. I want to see
definitely.
Definitely.
Yeah, especially just Chungha and Yunmire would be an awesome performance.
And then and I know later on, or like I put it in our chat, I think, but like Yunmire like posted the video on Instagram of Chungha doing the performance, and like.
Oh,
shouted her out on Instagram and stuff.
Freaking Tiger JK was like little in the middle of a performance. He's like, "Shout out to RM." I was like, "Yo, what the hell?"
Yeah, I know. I heard that too.
Featured on the
so random. Yeah, because he featured
so
on
random, but sure. All right, next stage is called "Girl Gone Wild." Oh Lord.
Yeah, I was like, why did they call it that, Lord?
It's a collaboration between Oh My Girl and Wooju Sonyo. So like they do a bit of an intro. Start a performance, and it's funny just seeing all of Wooju Sonyo just trying to get squished in the same space that like Oh My Girl has considerably less members than Wooju Sonyo even without the Chinese.
I was gonna
line.
say they have 3 less,
like half the members
because Chinese line wasn't there.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So yeah, Wooju Sonyo
in Hong Kong.
Yeah, so Wooju Sonyo did Save Me, Save You. I don't think they actually got an award the whole night, but they might have gotten one if they had the Chinese line there.
I literally didn't look into the awards at all. I just watched all the performances.
Yeah, I just noticed that they were.
I know Chungha got like best female dance performer.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, something like that. And then Oh My Girl did Remember Me, which was their latest comeback. So really good stages. And then or did you have to say anything about that? Or
well, I was gonna say that I really, really love the Save Me, Save You remix.
I thought that was really good too.
I need it. I need the MP3 of that.
One thing that stood out to me is WJSN. Their outfits were like perfect for this.
Oh,
this
I
stage.
mean,
I thought
it's
they
kind of
were
like
really, really good.
it's. I think it's like one of their stage outfits or like the MV outfits. So yeah, and then they closed it out with just a collaborative performances between both groups doing "Girls on Top"
I love this too.
by BoA.
It's a BoA song. It's
Yes.
so
Holy
good.
shit.
I loved it.
Yeah. Yep. Same.
Man,
I
that
heard
was-
it and I was like, oh my god, they're doing a BoA song.
Yeah, that
So
was
Yeonjung was killing it with their vocals as well.
definitely. Yeah, they picked the right groups to do like the BoA high notes.
Yep.
For so yeah, just really cool stage. Next we have Roy Kim his stage is called A Lonely Goodbye, doing the songs Only Then and The Hardest Part. He actually ended up winning Best Male Artist, Roy Kim. Not much else to say on
It's
that.
a ballad.
by the way. Yep, it's sad music that Korea loves.
Yeah,
so.
again, I'm just like save the ballads, but he did win, so I'll
Yeah, he
I'll
did
give him
win.
a
Yeah.
pass.
Oh no. Yeah.
He won
obviously.
because nobody else attended. He won because, and obviously Roy Kim's just super popular in Korea, and like
No, yeah,
Dean and like like Zico, like the rest of them didn't attend. So yeah, Roy Kim was gonna get the award. Next, we have Codename M&M, which is a collaboration between Momoland and freaking
so
Mommy's
weird.
son. Jesus
don't-
Christ,
I
I
was-
don't know.
I was so confused.
So in the first part, Jui was wearing this really weird wig.
Yeah, she has like a pink. Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Let's break it down. Like, okay, so they do Bam, and then they go to like a clip of like basically freaking Momoland doing a Sailor Moon transformation sequence, and then Jui
Yeah.
gets like a pink wig or something. I'm just like, I don't understand.
No, I
it.
think her hair is actually pink because the blonde part looked fake
You
to
sure?
me. I think so. It looked bigger than.
Because she had blonde hair recently, like as of like a week
I
ago.
don't know
maybe.
because
Well, I mean,
personally,
she's had pink hair and blonde hair before, so
Yeah.
well, the blonde looked more wiggy than the pink did personally. So I don't
wigging
know.
out with Scarbino. But yeah, literally my comments were, I don't know what the fuck is going on.
I don't know what drugs they were on when they decided to make
the
this
mom-
stage.
But they
Son.
also they stole SNSD gloves,
yeah,
the pink
from who?
dishwashing gloves.
they stole the pink
Like-
dishwashing gloves.
But
no-
yeah,
Or no, not from Hoot, from Paparazzi.
no, from paparazzi exactly.
But no, it was really cool to see Momoland. Just like the crowd reaction was huge when they started doing Boom Boom. Just obviously like this is
yeah.
one of the biggest songs of the year. So and with the amount of international fans.
This is the type of venue that a song like that has to be performed at. Like
Yeah,
it's really
exactly.
big and boisterous. Like Boom
Yep,
Boom
it
is
just gets everyone
awesome
pumped
in
up.
this kind of thing.
So yeah, and then Mommy Son and Momoland did a collaboration for Mommy Son's song Boy Jump. So apparently this guy was on like Show Me the Money or something. Like I don't know, just like one of the Mnet.
Did he wear the pink?
Yes,
ski
that's this
mask
entire
on the
concept
show?
is that like we don't know
Okay.
who it is. Like some people are thinking that it's. Some people are like thinking that it's Mad Clown, but Mad Clown has denied that he is Mommy's son.
Oh my god, he does sound like Mad Clown.
Like I don't know. Like this, it's like the.
Dude, that'd be hilarious.
It's like they took King of Masked Singer, but that's his entire concept.
But
is that
that's
you
his
don't-
concept, yeah.
It's incredible though, but it looks like they had like all like the backup dancers with like the ski masks,
With
like
the
you think,
masks,
You think you're
yeah.
at a 21 Pilots concert or something like that, or whatever. But yeah, it's a memorable stage. I don't know what the hell went on, but it was
I
definitely
was so confused.
I really hope that is Mad Clown because that'd be hilarious.
that'd be amazing. It's just like some super. No, he
He
went on
just
a
took off his glasses and put on a ski mask.
Yeah, no, he was on a competition show. It's like this established rapper just going like pretending he's like some new undiscovered talent. That's just incredible, like concept
That'd
wise.
be hilarious.
Next we have episode 17, which was a 17 stage. They performed Oh My, Flower, Bring It, and they debuted a new song called Getting Closer. So I just mostly want to talk about that honestly, because we've seen the rest of the songs.
Yeah, the new song I thought was awesome. It sounds like an NCT song.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I
a lot
thought-
more trap
I thought-
influence, definitely.
Yeah, but I thought it was really good. I'm excited for the full release.
Yeah, it's a new sound for 17, definitely. Jake,
I thought it was good overall. I think I need more time to digest the new song, but my overall impressions for like first off is positive. So yeah,
I
I'm
mean,
excited to see
they're gonna
the
release
full release. Yeah,
They're gonna release the music video either I think before the end of the year, so we'll see. We'll get to digest it a lot more. Next, we have the stage called "Winter Is Here," which was a collaboration between all the female solos. So Hayes, Chang'e and Sunmi. So starting off with Haze, she performed Jenga and First Sight. First Sight being a brand new song that she literally dropped the MV of during Mama. Like the MV literally dropped just before she went on stage.
I love her dress in this.
Oh, I love Haze, but
Haze's dress, it's so good. Also, the new song is really good as well.
As of note, there's no official video of it on the Mnet channel because they fucked up the audio.
Of course they did.
Like, yeah, something happened with because I think Haze was obviously singing live, so I'm guessing the transition or something between the two songs, somebody like crossed the wires or whatever. But I mean, otherwise, I love the song. I really love the song because I'd say the only thing that would probably is that with her her album this year, she definitely went away from a lot of she went more towards like jazzy, like central R&B as opposed to like the more hip hop like R&B that she was doing like in the early days where
with Angela, yeah.
First Sight is like definitely a return to that older style, which I definitely do appreciate. So, Nate, what are your thoughts?
Just without the Dean feature.
Yeah, basically no Dean feature.
Yeah, pretty much exactly what you said. Like it's more Haze, but going back to like that older style, which I loved.
Haze doing a bit of choreography was kind of weird too.
Yeah, it was funny seeing her.
I was just like, oh, Haze, do you know how to do this? Next up, we had Chang'e doing Christmas Roller Coaster, Love You, and some song I have no idea what the title is because it's a new song.
Daebak Chang'e is 10 out of 10.
Yeah, Christmas Roller Coaster was amazing. And then the new song she did is the new dance intro for her new album. So we don't know what it's called.
When's that supposed to come out soon?
Yeah, it's soon. But yeah, it was amazing, and I died.
Yep, Chang'e just killed it this whole stage. Also, yeah, just like listening to the intro, just like, whoa, this is Chang'e because it's like a lot more like trap like beat. I'm just like, whoa, it makes me excited for what the actual single is going to be. Honestly, it was a really cool teaser for her to do that.
Yeah.
And then we have Sunmi closing it out with Addict and Siren. I mean, it's just Sunmi performing. Obviously, Jacob's going to be like, oh my god, the woman of my dreams.
Addict Live.
Yeah, we got Addict Live, which is awesome. Yeah.
Or wait, have we had it before? Either way, I love that she did Addict Live.
She did it for her comeback stage.
Yeah, because it makes sense because it leads into it. So.
Honestly, I wish Addict was a full song. It's one of my favorites on the album, and it's all in English.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Also, Siren is always great. So, yes.
I'm looking. Oh yeah, the new album, Chang'e's new album, comes out January 2nd. So.
Okay, so amazing. We'll cover that next year. Oh god. Next we have Color Eyes, which is in Eyes One stage, and they do colors and surprise, La Vie en Rose. Oh my god. No, but Colors is an awesome. Colors is one of my favorite songs from them, honestly. So I'm glad that this got a stage, and they got like One Young and Sakura coming out of like the baskets from the ceiling or whatever.
Yeah, hanging down from the ceiling or whatever. Yeah, I thought Colors was awesome, and then this is easily the best La Vie en Rose.
It's the worst La Vie en Rose performance.
Wait, what?
I hate this. No, I hate this.
What
remix.
Is wrong?
I
with
don't
you?
like this remix.
Oh my god!
I thought the part with the like
remix.
raising stages and everything is awesome.
The symphonic remix is so good.
No, the Korea one was so much better.
No, not at all. You're crazy. You're literally crazy.
No, maybe by this point I was just like, yep, it's La Vie en Rose, so that's why I didn't like it as much. But no, I love the Korea one from the beginning.
No,
I thought this remix was awesome.
Yeah, but like even ignoring the music, the outfits, the handkerchief choreo added so much.
Yeah, that was cool.
Everything about this performance is so much better than all the others.
I was just kind of scared that they were gonna fall off those platforms because they looked like they both looked about like yay wide. Or just like, oh god, how are you supposed to do choreography on this? But
every time I listen to La Vie en Rose live performances, it just makes me want more Yena rapping. Just continue to let her rap.
Yena rap solo. Incoming.
Also, give me OT12 Rumor live. No, like full.
Give me original HINP Rumor. Give me original HINP Rumor, please.
I'm sorry to Choan, but like Yena's rap is 10 times better.
Nope.
Yeah,
it
legitimately is. It's
original one is
better.
so much better. Anyway. I'm just gonna.
What we learned today: Andrew's wrong about Eyes One. Yep.
Hey, no. Okay, so this next stage is called Real Recognizes Real. It's a bunch of rap stages that I don't really have much to say about, honestly.
Same.
So
Yep.
we'll just go
The first one was meh.
Jacob.
The one with the quiet was awesome. Palo Alto was awesome.
Nafa and Swings did Woo and Bulldozer. Changmo and BY did the Quiet and Palo Alto did Primetime and Good Day. Changmo and BY did Maestro plus Forever, and E-Sense did Got to Know.
Yep. So I like the quiet's performance the best. Primetime. I thought that was the best one. So yeah, I think everyone also got the most hype during that song.
I mean, because it's the only
yeah.
like trap, like actual like hip hop performance. So obviously, like everyone's.
Well, it
just,
wasn't
like,
really trap. It was kind of just like old school hip hop, which is just what the quiet normally does. So.
Oh no, I'm saying just in general,
yeah.
like the whole stage. So.
Yeah. And then I also I thought BY's was also pretty good. It was better than, I forgot the last song I checked out from him, but I think it was Gucci. That was bad, but this was pretty good.
Next stage is A Beautiful Nightmare, which was GOT7 doing a bunch of different versions of Lullaby.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's 2 different versions.
And
of
I'm just
Lullaby,
like, how many more versions
weird.
of Lullaby do you need? You have the Korean version, you have the
Considering how many
English version, you have the
songs they have.
Spanish
The
version, you have the
Spanish
Chinese version, you have the ballad
Now
version,
there's
you
the
have
dark
the
version.
dark version. Okay, so yeah, they start off with a ballad version of Lullaby, then they went into Yugum did a remix of a solo called Fine. And then Jackson, Bam Bam, and Mark did a rap song called Nightmare. That's probably the most interesting one out of this whole stage, honestly.
Yep.
Obviously, they're gonna give Jackson something because it's his hometown. So.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So is Nightmare the song off of the? No, it wasn't on the album. Okay, I thought it was.
Yeah,
that one.
no. I think it's just
song
an
on the
original.
album.
Like it's an original thing that they did for this
song.
performance.
Yeah, I was gonna say because I thought this stage was awesome, like super hype.
Yeah.
And Jackson definitely stood out here, so I'm glad they gave him a good part here while they were performing in Hong Kong.
I mean, obviously, yeah, they're good. They basically gave all the English speakers in GOT7 just a solo stage or just like a rap song collaboration thing. So yeah, Lullaby Dark version closed it out. But I think I like the dark version better than the ballad version, just because the dark version probably fits
The
GOT7
ballad
more.
version. I don't think the ballad version worked very well personally.
Yeah, no, it felt kind of forced. Next, we have Twilight, not the movie. It was a stage with JJ Lin, who is a Singaporean singer that just got really popular because he does Mando Pop, so he's got a following in China. He did Little Big Us and Twilight, and then out of nowhere we get just Kim Jong-kook singing in friggin' Mandarin. They did the song called "Hate That Happiness Came." I thought
it was pretty good.
I don't think I've ever heard Kim
It was
Jong-kook
a ballad,
sing.
but
I don't think I've ever heard him sing before. I'm just like, yo, wait, what?
oh really?
Yeah, no,
He's
because
really
he's
popular.
like famous. Yeah, he's
I
like
know he
really
was in
big.
Turbo. Yeah, but like,
And
I'm
the
just
fact that is like, well, no, but he's like really big for his ballads now. And the fact,
okay.
like his voice is so opposite of his ginormous muscular stature.
yeah, it's
Yes.
funny.
He has such a like soft, like higher pitched voice.
Yeah, definitely. But I didn't know his Mandarin seemed pretty good too. So that's pretty cool. Apparently they're friends or whatever, which is why like the collaboration stage sort of happened.
Okay.
And, yeah, they gave JJ Lin the best new best Asian artist like Mandarin like award or whatever. So yeah, pretty cool. And he definitely seems to have a following because he had a lot of cheers in the crowd. Obviously being in Hong Kong, so.
Mm-hmm.
Next, we have One Love, which is a one-on-one stage. They did we'll break it up. They did Burn It Up. Okay, which is always an awesome stage to see.
Run
live.
it up.
Brun It Up, which is
Brun It Up.
how they misspelled it on the YouTube thing. So yeah, they did Burn It Up, which is again, I love that stage. Seeing that live, just really awesome hype song from them.
Yep.
Then Kang Daniel got a solo performance because of course he's Kang Daniel, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
And then they closed it out with Beautiful Mama version, which is just beautiful parts 1 and 2, Spring Breeze, and then closing their last song they're ever going to perform on the Mama stage is Energetic, which is super fitting.
Thank God they're a good song.
Yeah, exactly.
They're
They
obviously
save the best for last.
They're obviously going to save Energetic for Hong Kong. Like that.
Yep.
I mean, it was always going to happen that way, but man, it really is starting to hit me now that 101's just going to be gone. And yeah, we'll see. We're still gonna have the 101 postmortem as a produce cast whenever they do officially disband. So,
Yep.
not much else to say otherwise. It's 101.
Yeah, it was the third
Yep, it's
set of
101.
101 performances.
And to close out the performances, we've got it was called Love Yourself Plus, which is a BTS stage. They did Airplane Part 2, Oh Are You Late 2, Love Yourself remix.
It's from their first album.
Yeah, I was gonna say second album.
Second album. Yeah.
Is it repackaged?
Yeah.
What the heck is it?
Because ORLU82 or ORU Late 2 was their second album.
Yeah.
Oh, it was their second album, so it was after.
Yeah. The first one was like Bulletproof. Or
it's the one with the bulletproof
something.
vest on it.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Oh, too cool for school.
Yeah,
Too
Cool for
that's
School.
right.
Oh, okay. Because on my iTunes it puts "Oh Are You Late" 2 before that, so I just assumed
That's
that was
wrong.
their first album.
And then obviously they closed out with I.O.I being the most popular freaking song of the year, essentially. So, yeah. Again, I'm not really that big of a fan of Airplane Part 2, but it was a good performance, and obviously like the cool remix they did for Are You Late 2 was dope. Obviously Idol's dope. Just like the amount of screaming though was obviously Yep. You knew they saved they saved the best for last.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else?
No, but I guess I'm still not too hot on Idol, but I think it's definitely way better live than, just as is. Like, it makes for a really awesome performance.
I think that's just BTS. So, like, if you were to give
Yeah,
like
I
a
guess
performer
so.
of the year
Bigger
award, like
performance.
BTS would probably be like in the front running because they definitely bring something to their live performances that you don't necessarily get through just listening to their music. One thing
Also RM in the velvet suit.
yeah. Anything to say, Nate? Or
No, yeah, it was. I think I liked their stuff on Japan better.
yeah. Even though it was on Panma.
Well, I liked the intro and the rock version of Fake Love better. Yeah, I'm still not. Idol is just meh for me.
I love Idol still, so it was
So
super
I thought
hype.
it was like for me, it was just a kind of miss for an ending.
Idol's not as bad as Anpanman, so I'll give it that.
No,
That's
no.
true.
They're both good songs. So before we close out this long 3-topic extravaganza, I would like to mention that when BTS was accepting their Artist of the Year award, they actually did mention that at the beginning of the year, at beginning of 2018, they actually considered disbanding as BTS because they were just talking
That's
about
crazy.
like they were just talking about like the pressure was just almost too
Too
much
high.
for them. So yeah, that was just hearing that was just insane. And
Yeah, that would have been crazy.
yeah, what are your thoughts on hearing that?
Honestly, that's crazy for me to hear. I wouldn't have expected that, but it makes
I wasn't
sense
surprised.
considering
Yeah.
like the great heights that they achieved. Like it's a lot of pressure to bear, being able to sustain the growth that they've got. I mean, their companies pretty much relies on them because it's the only thing they have is BTS. Korea in a way is kind of looking up to them as well, being the first group to like really and truly make
Yeah.
a crossover.
Yep.
And it's just I'm glad they didn't because 2018
was their
showed more
year.
success for BTS than anything. So yeah, and I think we'll continue to see that in 2019 and maybe 2020 as well.
Yeah,
At least until they disband, because I think I said in the chat before, but I think they're gonna enjoy a couple more years of like really great success till they hit their peak, and then sort of just mellow down a little bit. Like SNSD was hit their peak, I'd say in like 2013, then it mellowed down until their disband or not their disbandment until the the members left. The members
Yeah.
left.
Nate?
Left the company. That is.
that would have like just been insane if that happened. But yeah, I can understand why they'd like talk about it at least. Obviously, like they're the biggest thing out there. It's got to be insanely like stressful and so yeah, like I could understand having that conversation, but it would have been crazy if it happened. But yeah, I'm glad it didn't either. I think they put out some really good stuff, and yeah, I think they'll keep putting out great stuff, even if I'm not 100% happy with the direction they're going. Like their music quality is still top tier, even if it's not fully a style I like. And so I'm interested to keep seeing more of what they put out.
I'd like them to see to go in a different direction, I'd say, with their music, just because I'm not super into what they did with Love Yourself.
Well, I mean, it's just.
I think Answer overall is really good. I wasn't really a huge fan of Tear. I did like Her, I thought that was really
It's
good.
kind of,
But I just feel like this is their lowest point after, like with like I think Wings and before everything before that was better than Love Yourself
I
personally.
mean,
but-
maybe critically,
yeah.
but obviously commercially they're doing insane numbers. But
Oh yeah, obviously they're better than ever. But I'm talking about just
yeah,
like
it's,
my
it's
personal
just not,
taste with their
yeah,
music.
I don't know if I'd necessarily put it over like what they've done before necessarily. But if anything,
I think they.
I don't want them
keep
to put
going.
out. I don't want them to put out music next year. Honestly, I don't want them to put out anything
Yeah,
because
take
they've
a
just been
break,
worked.
take a break.
They've been worked to death for the past 2 years. They've had two world tours in back-to-back year, or no, 3 world tours in back-to-back years. Because I totally forgot that they did like stuff in like 2016 as well. Jesus Christ. They've released like how many albums in the span of like 2 or 3 years? Just like constant releases. Like, and again, like we've seen like glimpse into this, or like Burn the Stage. Apparently, that you see like a lot of the tensions just start building up. Just between them, just because it's like it's stressful. Like they're away from their whole from Korea. Like feels like 9 times out of like 9 out of 12 months, basically. Just like they're on the road, just like do that in their studio, doing all this all this stuff, and just like it's you might enjoy it, but you're gonna get burned out sooner or later. Like there's only so much like the human body can take ultimately. So it's just really big hit. Like let them take a break, focus on the new boy group. And then bring them back like maybe like towards the end of 2019 or early 2020.
I'd say fall or winter 2019 at the earliest.
Because they're gonna work into death otherwise.
And Bangchan should produce the whole album.
Yes, I did a 3
Stray
Racha
Kids
BTS
produced
album.
BTS.
Oh my god, that's like the dream right there.
That'd be crazy.
So that is that's the Mama 2018 recap. Let us know what your favorite stages are in the comments below. Let us know if there's anything we missed, and let us know how nonsense the awards were, because they were nonsense, which is why I stopped caring.
Yep. Every year they're rigged.
Yep. Okay, topic 4 is retro. What is it, Andrew? You told me and I forgot.
Auto reverse.
K-pop
Auto reverse. That's right. K-pop auto reverse. Our retro review series, and we are doing fittingly I.O.I's "Miss Me" album.
I mean,
and yes, I do miss them.
In theory,
I miss them a lot.
In theory, it would have been more fitting if we did this for episode 101. But
yeah, it probably would have been.
That's true enough. Well. Yeah, but we had plans with Umu, so
yeah, we have plans.
It wouldn't have fit.
So good.
But yeah, as the internet's #1 self-proclaimed biggest I.O.I fan in the world,
the I.O.I master,
and we needed something for topic 4, even though I guess we didn't because Mama became 3 topics. I was like, hey, let's review I.O.I. And I wanted to review their whole discography because it's only like 12 songs, but Andrew didn't want to.
How does I.O.I still have a bigger discography than Blackpink, and they don't even
Blackpink?
exist anymore?
they existed for 8 months and didn't even get a full album, and they still have more songs than Blackpink.
What the hell?
Yep.
That's funny. Okay, we're starting out with Very, 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 which is the title track, or the single. Easily their best single, one of the best girl group pop songs ever made, in my opinion. Like, JYP found that special recipe that like makes a song that rivals G, and it's like catchiness and like just perfect. It's that perfect like mix of repetitive but not annoying and catchy. You can sing along to it. The choreo is like perfectly iconic, easy to remember and fun to dance to. Like, everything about the song was amazing. It was a great like real final single. Kangmina rapped in it, and it's amazing.
Oh, so good.
It was the beginning of Kangmina rapping, and it was so good. The music video is pretty basic, but the color scheme's like really good. The styling's great. Also, I really like the fade out ending for the song, even though it makes the live show ending super awkward.
No, I remember that specifically though. I thought that was really cool that they just like numb, just like really quiet.
I just remember there was like one of the first stages where like the camera just stayed on them for like 45 seconds and they just had to keep doing the like thing, and it was just super awkward because of the fade out. But other than that, I love the fade out for the ending.
I I forget the order.
Yeah, what are you doing, Jacob?
Anyway,
We've been doing this for 100 episodes.
you still don't know the goddamn order.
I still don't know the order.
Anyway, so yeah, this is JYP produced song, lyrics, production, like everything. So, yep, it was only a matter of time before JYP got his hands on I.O.I, and it paid off dividends because, again, like Nate said, it's literally like by a long shot, it's easily the best I.O.I single. Like nothing touches this song. Like JYP managed to make a freaking drum and bass song sound so super cute. I'm just like, I don't know. I like when you hear it like out loud, just like explain that sort of way, it sounds weird. But when you hear the actual song, it just works for whatever reason. It's like everything. Like this is when I really started paying attention to I.O.I, which is kind of a shame because they literally didn't release anything after that. So besides Downpour, I was just like, yo, why didn't we get more of this when it comes to I.O.I? And maybe I would have paid attention more. Obviously, yeah, like the rap line between Nayoung and Mina is just legendary. And just one thing I remember there being a bit of a controversy with this because everyone thought that this music video was like. Everyone thought that they copied Russian Roulette in terms of like the music video style concept or whatever, because it's very similar with like the. This is when it was.
Outfits.
It's when we started to get
same
like
director as like Red
Oh,
Velvet's.
okay. Well, I mean that makes sense.
I could be wrong about that, but I do think I remember hearing that.
Yeah, just because I mean that was kind of like it was coming in vogue anyway, just like around 2017, like the whole like, oh my god, there's just colors everywhere, just sort of thing. So I don't think one group necessarily held the monopoly on it necessarily.
Mm-hmm.
So with very, 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 at least like song wise, I think this is the closest thing we have to like this generation having like a successor to like G. I think I think it's the most like again like music wise, similarity wise. Like I think this is the closest thing we got, like Hexionist wise as well. The type of group that performed it was awesome. A lot of people don't like very, 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 but I like it a lot personally. I think it's really catchy and
fun. They think it's
and
annoying, but I've heard more annoying.
Yeah,
songs.
well, stop listening to K-pop then.
Yeah, because 90% of K-pop is like annoying stuff that gets stuck in your head, but you enjoy anyway. So,
like, if you don't like this kind of music, stop listening to K-pop straight up. But anyway,
stop listening to music,
or stop listening to anything outside of groups you like. I guess whatever. But because you're going to encounter this. Anyways. Yeah, Kang Mina's rap, amazing. JYP's production on this was awesome. And yeah, basically that's mostly what I have to say about it.
Yep. Next we have Hold On. So this was the third in the trilogy of Jin Young produced songs. He produced In the Same Place for Produce 101 and When Cherry Blossoms Fade also for the Produce 101, which was on their first album as an I.O.I version. So yeah, this was his third song for them. And I think it fits so well with those. I regularly listen to like all three of them in a row because they're just thematically fit so well together. I think it's a great showcase of how good of a vocal team they were, and how well their voices fit together. Yeonjung's high notes still give me chills every time I hear it, especially like in the live performance. If you listen, definitely check out the live performance from their debut or their comeback stage, because them singing live it just shows it so well. But yeah, I think this is like a really good use of the ballad slot for the final album. Because it's not like a full ballad, it's more of an upbeat ballad, and saving Downpour for like the goodbye single was like a really good idea because I think it would have ruined the mood of this album. So yeah, I thought it fit perfectly.
Yeah, I mean it's enjoyable for a ballad, but I mean obviously I don't know, just it's definitely no When the Cherry Blossoms Fade in my eyes, and I don't know, just the only part of the song I genuinely remember is just like the really crazy high note at the end, but that's about it, honestly.
Yeah, I think I had more of a opposite reaction than Andrew. This is probably my favorite song in the album personally. I think it has like the best production, like all the levels and everything are really good. Like, because I have a problem with another song, personally, just the way it was, like, mixed is kind of weird to me. I think this, like, all the vocals are loud enough. The vocals are really good. The beat in the background's pretty great. I think Jin Young did a really good job on this song. So, yeah, I like this one a lot.
Yep. Next, we have More. And I thought the song is like really unique instrumentals, especially like during the pre-chorus. There's like this spacey sounding synths, and I thought those were really good. Also, the guitar part during the rap verses fits really well with Yoo-jung and Na-young doing a great job.
This was produced by Ass Brass and Keegan.
Ass Brass.
Yeah.
Name.
Lyrics were done by Rhymer, who started Brand New Music. So they brought out the big guns for this track, and it shows definitely. This is probably one of my favorite. It's probably one of my favorite I.O.I album tracks. Just period. I love the vibe of this song. It's probably it's because it's one of the only ones I actually listen to. I like again my. At one point, my experience with I.O.I was literally just this song and Nomu 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 and like What a Man, and just like literally just outside of the singles, this was the only album track. So yeah, there's a special place in my heart for this song.
So I do really like this song. I think it's I like the beat and everything like that, but I feel like they didn't utilize their vocals enough in this song, in my opinion. It just felt a little too basic that way, especially in the chorus. And then I also saw it in this song and the next song, the vocals are too quiet. Like it sounds a little weird to me.
Wait, really?
But yeah,
for the next song, this song I could see that.
The next song,
the next
you could
song,
say is kind of in terms of mixing.
Well, I guess I didn't notice it.
like I think the beat is like up here and the vocals are like right underneath it. Like they're like similar volume, which is weird. Because usually at least in my opinion, at least you'd usually want the vocals to be like half as loud as the beat as like half as loud as the vocals, or whatever the actual ratio is. I don't actually know. If you're knowledgeable in this, comment down below or whatever.
We should just ask Umu on Thursday. It's like, how loud should the vocals be?
Yeah, but yeah, it just sounds a little weird. Yep. So we can move on to that next song.
Yeah, the next song is Ping Pong. And I love how intense this song is. It reminds me of like Wiki Miki style. Like this is what they do.
Yeah.
And what you're saying, like I guess I didn't really notice it with a mixture, but I like, at least for how minimalistic the beat and instrumentals are, to give a focus on the vocals. Maybe the volume mixing wasn't quite right, but I think the focus is on the vocals for this song. And then there's a sexy sax solo before the rap verse, but it's a synth, and it made me a little sad that it wasn't a real saxophone.
Oh well. Basically, all I had to say about this song, well, I enjoyed it, but it's literally, they're just like, okay, Bang Bang by Jessie J was a popular song. Let's give them their own Bang Bang. Like, if you really think about it, that's basically what this song is. They just basically took the same type of concept that Bang Bang had and just gave I.O.I their own version of the song. So, obviously, it works great because, like, I mean, freaking Dance Avengers are just legendary. And, I mean, most of them are on this, most of them are on here, so it just fits them really. Do they have live performances of this song?
5 out of 7 of them. I'm not sure. Not that I know of, but possibly.
But the crazy thing is, like, pretty much almost everyone on Dance Avengers, because the only people are missing
5 out of 7.
Yeah, the only people are missing
in CLC.
Unbeans in CLC, and then you have
the other girl I never remember.
No, wasn't Soyeon? Huh? Wasn't Soyeon in Dance?
No, Soyeon was not. It's a girl who, she's in whoever is in GWSN, I think.
Oh yeah, that one. I mean, so yeah, obviously,
she's the forgotten member.
Oh, rip!
Nobody ever remembers her because it took her 2 years to debut.
Yeah, I mean, hey, at least they're doing stuff now. So,
yeah,
Jacob.
Yeah, like overall, I do really like this song, but again, it's the mixing that like throws me off. I think either the vocals should be louder, or they should have maybe like during the chorus where the vocals are especially powerful, like clear out the instrumental a little bit to like accentuate it even more. But yeah, overall, I think the production's pretty good. It's just like the volume mixing is weird.
Yeah. Oh, sorry about that. And finally, we have Maybe. That's what it is.
Maybe
because I thought it was like a really good idea. They actually used stuttering like in a musical sense for the song, and I thought it was an interesting and good use. But I really love the build up to the drop chorus. It's so good. And like the use of bells is really good too. It's not something you get a lot of times in songs. But I thought this was just like a really good hype ending song for the album.
Yeah, it was enjoyable. I basically thought this was just them doing their own take on like a Red Velvet, like red track, especially during that era. It's just like definitely reminiscent of what they were doing around then. So yeah, enjoyable.
Well, so Nate mentioned earlier that Ping Pong reminded him more of like a Wiki Miki song. When I listen to this, I like this sounds like just like what Wiki Miki is doing nowadays. So I guess I'm glad that at least one of the branch groups is carrying on the torch of, I guess,
definitely
the I.O.I sound, if there was one.
Arguably the most popular branch group, since Pristine's not putting out anything.
Yeah, because where's Pristine?
Hey, what are you talking about? Wuju Sonyo is probably the most popular one.
I don't know. I was actually looking at this. I was surprised. Like Wiki Miki has like 10 million views on most of their.
What the?
Yeah. Their latest song has 10 million views. I don't remember how many Wuju Sonyo gets, but
yeah, overall, I thought the song was pretty good. It didn't have the mixing issues the last two songs. So yeah, I thought this turned out really good.
Yeah, Save Me, Save You has 5.3 million views, and Crush has 5.8.
Well, they're on par.
Yeah, they're both 2 months ago. So yeah, both of those two. So Pristine would be the most popular, successful,
but they're missing.
But they're
gone.
They gone.
Okay, ratings.
Oh wait, no,
I mean, I have to.
No, we don't rate K-pop auto reverse.
Oh yeah, I forgot you don't rate.
They're all,
I would give it a 10 out of 10.
Yeah,
anyway.
they're
like 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
They're automatically assumed like the only thing
I forgot about that.
The only thing we're gonna cover in K-pop auto reverse is literally
The
like
stuff we
anything
like a
that's
lot.
worthy of like recognition. So obviously it's something that like pretty much everything we're gonna
It's
cover.
a truly
on this,
Daebak album.
Yeah, everything we're gonna cover on this is something that we like literally like out of everything we recommend going to listen to, and definitely this is probably it's easily the best release that I.O.I had just from top to bottom.
Yeah,
because they only
I'd
had
say
two.
So.
Yeah, they only had 2.
Yeah, so it's not saying much, but like still.
And I mean, this is the only one that had like the full group.
This is the one that didn't have Dreamgirls on it.
Dreamgirls debut. They had 2 mini albums. They had the debut with Dreamgirls and this.
Oh yeah,
and then What a Man was a single
because
in between.
Yeah, they were missing, but yeah.
What a Man.
And
was
then there's
the best
also
single,
2 singles
But they're
nobody
missing.
remembers. There's a single for Olympic song. They did a cover of like a really famous Korean Olympic song that's really good, and then they did an OST song that's really good, and nobody remembers those exist. But I bought them on iTunes. I actually have not even only that, but I actually have the Olympics single physical.
Amazing.
Oh my god,
the true I.O.I master.
the true
It's a really
I.O.I
good
master.
No, but they like did a really good thing because they like the I.O.I symbol, but they made the rings the different colors of the Olympic rings. That's
cool.
Genius design for a logo.
Oh man. So yeah, go check out the album if you haven't already. Definitely.
Yep.
And all of other I.O.I's other songs.
And the branches.
And the branches. And
And stand
Eyes
them
One.
for eternity.
Yep. Okay.
Yep. Last
5.
topic.
Who's doing this one? Jacob,
I don't
go
know.
ahead.
Jacob,
you host
you're
the
the
show.
host.
All right. So, well, I guess this is our. I don't know how to think of this.
Retrospective.
I guess, it's basically a retrospective, I guess, into our last 2 years, I guess, of doing the show. And honestly, we've lasted a lot longer than I thought we would. 'Cause it's,
Yeah, I thought
like-
we'd flake out like. So okay, I'm gonna play like the first episode of Truly
God,
Daebak
it's so
Podcast.
cringy.
No.
I mean, you guys
cringy.
obviously can't see it because like just so the viewers can get. Oh God, my hair.
yeah. Like, well, for one thing, I gained weight since then, but it's okay. It's okay.
Shit
You're a
happens.
college student.
Freshman
That's
15.
Yeah,
Freshman
that's because basically we've been doing it since I started college,
eating
basically.
crappy.
Yeah,
What do you
staying
expect?
up all night.
Oh God, and the overlay was so garbage before too. It's just
No, yeah,
literally
the
this,
pink overlay
Oh, it hurt my
Like the
eyes.
purple, yeah.
or the purple, yeah.
We came from definitely from humble beginnings. I think we stayed at like 20 subscribers for like months in the beginning.
Yeah, it was pretty. And all those 20 subscribers were our friends and family.
Yeah,
Yep.
just like in
We're
us,
people
like,
we told this sub.
like we were like 3 of our like I think 3 or 4 of our subs is like just like our channels basically, and that
Yeah.
made up at one point like 1/4 of like our subscribers, but we grew.
Yep. I mean, yeah, we're almost at 500 now, which is crazy.
Yeah, which is crazy.
I didn't think we'd grow that fast. Which, I mean, some people might say it's kind of a slow growth, but honestly, it's faster than I ever anticipated.
It's more people like I ever expect to actually like care what 3 random guys talking about K-pop.
I remember at the beginning of this year, I was like, I'll be happy if we get to like 250 by the end of this year, because it took us 1 year to
I was
get
gonna
to
say
100.
you guys had the goal of like 250. I was like, we could probably get to 500. You didn't believe
And
me.
we're almost here.
Almost there.
We're about to hit like by early January. We're probably gonna hit 500. So
No,
Also,
we're gonna
like
make that
ton of
today. Get your friends to
this-
sub to our channel so we hit 500 by the end of the year.
who outside
Also-
of the people that are actually already subbed to this channel are gonna go watch this
I'll
topic?
just tweet to like Umu and PD and be like, hey, retweet this. Like I'm gonna chill. Like I'm just gonna beg for subs basically. I want to hit 500.
subs.
We're so close.
Yeah,
we need
close.
29.
Yeah.
29
Yeah.
subscribers.
But I mean, like
The
even
thing
at,
is, like, that's another thing that I was so surprised by this year. Like how the hell did we go from being like 20 subs to like only being at like 300 subs, and we like made friends with 2 of like the biggest channels on YouTube
'cause
for
I-
K-pop hosts.
we have no
for it.
shame.
I know,
we
but
have
still,
no
like
shame
that's I know, but it
whatsoever.
still boggles my
are
mind.
the-
Even so, like
We are the
I mean,
leeches of the
to be-
K-pop community.
to be honest, like saying I paid for it's not entirely true, because I paid to support them on Patreon. I paid to support React to the K on Patreon because I thought they were putting out really good stuff,
Yeah,
and it just happened to be that that one of the tiers was you get to Skype with people like some of the reactors, and I was like, hey, Umu, you just want to be on my podcast instead? And she said yes. So I
pretty
mean,
awesome.
it was. Yeah, it wasn't like I was like, "Hey Umu, here's $500. Come on our podcast."
We don't have that kind of bribe money.
It was more legitimate than that.
Yeah.
I mean,
But
what would be your guys, I guess, like most memorable sort of experience, or just like what would you take away from like this first 2 years of Truly Daebak?
Honestly, so I have 2 probably. The first was, and they're both with us going to concerts together, I think.
Like,
but
yeah.
The first one being like just meeting up for the first time in person in Toronto.
Yeah, Toronto.
Dude, that was crazy. I was like,
Yo, you guys aren't fake, and you aren't like FBI
Yeah,
agents
I was
posing
like-
as like little children or something.
I never expected to even do this. I was like, this is crazy.
Yeah, that's
and we're
the
also
thing.
in a strange country.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like for those
yeah,
that
Canada, the very strange country.
That's the
Yep.
thing. For those of you that joined us afterwards, we literally, Truly Daebak did not meet in person until the card concert at Toronto K-Pop Con in 2017. Basically, like
Hey.
we've only seen each other on like Skype and like friggin' like Facebook chat and all that sort of shit. Like we didn't meet each other face to face until we left the country to go to friggin' Toronto, which is still like
Yep.
the greatest thing ever.
Which also was my first concert ever. I'd
Yeah,
never
your
been to a
first
concert
concert
before
that you've
that.
ever been to. So one hell of a
So
memory.
that was awesome. I remember, yeah, it was weird. Like I was shocked to see that all 3 of us were like around the same exact height. That was one thing I was really surprised by. Like I thought Nate would be way taller than me, to be
Yeah,
honest.
same.
I thought he would be like 6'3".
How tall are you?
Nope,
then?
average height. Huh?
How tall are you?
5'11".
Oh, okay, so you're the tallest. You're the tallest
Yeah.
member of Truly Daebak.
I think I'm 5'9" or 5'10". I don't know. The doctor tells me different things every time.
Well,
5'8".
no, yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. That's
Yeah, no, I don't trust the
feel
doctor.
like half the time I go to the doctor, I'm like slouching a little bit, and sometimes I'm not, and so like yeah, it always seems to be like several inches difference every time I go.
Yeah.
But like if I'm standing full height, like I think around 5'11".
Yeah.
But yeah, like, yeah, it's even in that one comeback teaser we had before we lost after we lost our channel.
After.
It's like we're in Toronto to see Card, Toronto K-pop Con. It's like that was our first time meeting each other. It was like hours before that, or
Yeah.
the day before that, something like that. I don't remember how exactly that went, but yeah,
Same day.
that was
Was
crazy.
it the same? Yeah,
Yeah, it was the same day.
Yeah.
We flew in the same day as Card.
that the concert was.
Yeah.
And then we stayed
And then
the
we
next
ended
day
up,
to
and
go
then
to
you
the
ended up
con.
going eating. You
because we
guys
couldn't go to. Well, we wanted to see EXID, and it got
Yeah.
canceled.
that was the funniest
then we
thing. Was
left
we
the
went,
day
yeah,
after or whatever.
we
so
wanted to go.
stupid.
It's so funny how we ended up seeing EXID this year, because even after the
Well,
debacle.
then a year later, in my second memory that I was gonna say is like we got to meet like a ton of people at KCON this year, which is really cool. Again, like that's where we like met up with Umu, and we met PD there as well, which I wasn't expecting. And they're like, "Oh yeah, by the way, he's gonna be there at dinner." By the way, I was like, "Whoa."
Yeah, I was like, well, because he was staying with Umu, so it was like awkward if they went out to dinner without him.
Yeah. And then also the we got to meet Cooper for the first time at KCON, which is really
we got
cool.
to meet Cooper for the first time.
Like we've known Cooper since he was a K-pop baby.
Yeah,
basically.
Basically, like when we first got to know Cooper, like
he only knew BTS.
He only knew BTS. He had no idea what the hell anything else was. It was just
now he barely even listens to BTS.
Yeah, he sees. Yeah, I'm pretty like. I don't want Cooper to get murdered or anything, but I'm pretty sure he likes NCT more than he likes BTS at this point. Like,
yeah, like, and now he's basically just as big of a stan as we are. Like,
yeah, like,
he follows just as many.
Cooper's our resource now, basically. Like, when I wake up sometimes, it's like, oh shit, what did Cooper like?
Yeah,
let
he knows
us know
more. Yeah, exactly. He keeps up on stuff more than we do.
Yeah, just like his growth, the growth trajectory of his K-pop knowledge is just incredible. I've never seen someone like go from like just like Nugu, like newbie fan to just like insane, obsessed, like looking for everything.
Yeah, that's one thing I love about K-pop, or not K. Well, I guess K-pop and also KCON specifically is it's like the yearly like holy pilgrimage.
Yeah, it's the
everybody comes together.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, everybody hangs out and meets each other. It's cool. I love that.
Yep.
Yeah, those are probably my two biggest memories from everything.
Nate,
other than getting our channel taken away.
Yeah, well,
good memories.
That's
good
the
memories.
dark times.
The dark times.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you want me to go first, Andrew?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, so like for me, like the notable things, well, one, like personally, just how my music tastes have changed so much.
Oh, definitely.
Because like when we started, I pretty much only listened to girl groups. I only listened to like Gen 2 and mostly Gen 2, Gen 3 stuff. Like I didn't pay attention to the newer stuff as much. And I was just like, oh, there's too many groups to follow, and like
and now
they're taking over the spot of all my favorite groups, and my favorite groups are dying, and I'm just getting jaded and mad at these new groups. But yeah, since then, like, I mean, I listened to a lot more types of music. I didn't like hip hop music really at all.
Yeah.
Now I love listening to hip hop groups.
Yeah, like now two of your favorite groups are Stray Kids and Monsta X.
Yeah, they're my second and third favorite guy. Literally, the only guy group I listened to before was Shiny. But yeah, now like Stray Kids and Monsta X are my number 2, number 3. Listen to tons of new groups, obviously. Still mostly listen to girl groups, but I actually I listen to everything. I just buy girl group albums. But yeah, so just like personally, like how my music tastes have changed, and then yeah, the people I met just completely. So like obviously you two have been like become really close friends. Like we talk all the time because we have to coordinate a podcast. So yeah, we literally talk pretty much every day. Yeah. Well, even before we started the podcast.
That's why we did, is because we talked about this stuff anyway.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The reason we started the podcast was I started the Facebook group chat because like we talked in it. We were all in a group. If you didn't know how we joined, if you're newer, we're all fans of a video game YouTube group called Kind of Funny. And we were all in a Facebook group there, and there were several posts talking about K-pop in Korea that we had chatted on, and Andrew posted KCON 2016 picture of Mamamoo,
and I was like,
a glorious image of,
and so like
Hwasa's thighs are literally the catalyst for what created truly Daebak.
And so we started like a fake Facebook group chat. I decided to start a Facebook group chat so that we could talk about K-pop, because I didn't have anyone to talk about K-pop with.
Yeah, same.
Yep. And that kind of like grew, and yeah, we were just literally talking about K-pop like every day,
all day,
all day. And then near the end of 2016, we're like, hey, we should like try starting a YouTube channel and making a podcast.
Or no,
I mean,
specifically, it was we wanted to make like a top best K-pop songs of the year like slideshow thing, and then we put all of that together, and then I still remember like the time like like it was just like a light bulb went off in all of our heads exactly at the same time. We were just like, maybe we should make a YouTube channel out of this, and then we were all like, I think we all put it out. Like, I think I put it out there, and then we were just like, "Oh shit, we're all thinking the same thing." And that's when I knew, we have something here. We have something here, definitely.
Yeah, we were all thinking like, we're just talking about this all day, every day. Why don't we record ourselves talking about it and see if other people want to listen to it? Because we all listen to podcasts. That's how we met, was listening to gaming podcasts. So yeah, like obviously meeting people like you guys, and then through that chat, like you said, we met Cooper, and Cooper has become like our go-to. Like we said, he's more attention to K-pop than we do.
Yeah.
And then at KCON, we met our first fan, Victoria, and me and her talked like every day for like 2 months straight. And she's become easily one of my best friends, which is weird to say as a 27-year-old, to say you met like your best friend or like 6 months ago, but it happened. So yeah, that's cool that like we just we're able, there are people that actually listen to our channel that like we get to connect with, and we get that's extended to Discord now. Like Victoria was the first fan we met in person. I mean, Cooper doesn't really count because we talked to him before he listened. He wasn't a fan. He was a friend before he became a fan. So like we met Victoria, and then like through Discord we're able to talk to a bunch of our fans and like I get close to them.
I feel like a lot of like pretty much everybody in Discord has become, like, I consider them friends at least, because I've gotten to know them and stuff like that. And I think that's the biggest thing I'm most proud of with our channel, is the fact that we're now like building a community around it. It's not just a podcast, not just
it's not just
channel,
us talking into the ether.
Yeah, like there's actually people there who listen like, to our stuff, who care about the stuff, and now are doing things on their own. Like in the Discord, they're all doing like community stuff that everybody participates in, and I love that so much.
They're doing stuff without us even like coordinating.
There's people that care about like this like more than we do, honestly, because like but not gonna lie, I work a full-time job, so there's only so much I can dedicate to freaking Truly Daebak, and some of y'all are just like all day, every day, just like anything, even without even stuff that's not related to K-pop. So
exactly. Like I haven't been able to get on Discord much lately, and I just like logged in like a couple weeks ago. I was like, what the hell is this playlist thing going on? It's just this whole thing got coordinated, and like rules were set, and it was created like just that, completely like, no interaction with
and
like me at all.
Their whatchamacallit, the Mama predictions, like they made a Google thread.
Yeah, they're doing predictions right now.
Yeah, they did predictions where they like basically had, like, I think there's like a 3-way tie, and they have to like pick like whoever wins it, like golden disco awards or something like that, to like to declare the winner or whatever. So
it's really interesting to me too, because it's like basically our Discord has become like what we were doing in the Facebook chat, like
just on a larger scale,
but bigger.
Well, that's one of the biggest reasons why I wanted to start this, was there has to be other people like us who like didn't have anybody else to talk about this stuff.
Exactly.
I mean, there was Reddit, but I mean, it's just like
Reddit has a bunch of shitlords.
Reddit's too big, and like you can't connect with people on Reddit.
Yeah, I mean,
it's just posting.
I mean, I run into people from like our Discord on Reddit from time to time. Yeah, it's hard to connect with people over there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have connected with them if they weren't in Discord. So yeah, I just the people I met. I definitely had to give a shout out to Victoria, because she would have got mad at me if I didn't. And like considering how close we are. So yeah, if you notice us playing Tabletop Simulator on Discord,
God, that's our go-to. Playing all the time. How many different games can you freaking play in Tabletop Simulator?
No, we play like campaign. You play campaign like games. We've been playing Arkham Horror, the LCG.
Okay, I've heard of
like
Arkham
really
Horror.
long.
I've heard of Arkham Horror.
You could play for like hundreds of hours, basically.
All right.
Yeah. This is kind of cheesy to say, but like it almost feels like Truly Daebak has become like a small like movement of sorts. Like it's so cheesy, but like, so I don't like saying that, but like, I don't know. I just feel like it's become a community for people who actually care about music.
Yeah,
I'd say
community is a better word than movement.
Well, it's not just a huge circle jerk. I like that people actually care about.
Like Flixer just has really bad taste in music, and everyone makes fun of him.
Not as a joke, like, but I'd say like the one thing I really like is
everybody's
that,
friends.
like, Yeah, like nobody's really like, oh, you don't like boy groups, like, oh, fuck you, or just like you're just like, oh, you don't like Soshi. Well, actually, no, if you don't like Soshi, we'll kick you the hell out of the. Yeah, we'll kick you out of the
band.
Soshi or card or I.O.I. Like,
but
if you don't like those groups, you can't be in the Discord. But other than that, you're good.
Yeah, I mean, I think one of the greatest things is I think one of the problems in K-pop is that you usually just stick with like whatever groups, like you just form cliques of like, oh, this is like the BTS clique, or like the BTS stands, or like the, I don't know, just like the Twice stands, Blackpink stands.
Yeah, and if you're a BTS stan, you can't like EXO, or if you're a Blackpink stan, you can't like Twice, so that type of thing.
Yeah, and I feel like the one great thing that we have is that like we have everyone's from all walks of life, all corners of the world that likes all different types of K-pop, and like it's not just a one-way sort of thing where it's like, oh, we're just like pushing all of this onto you. It's like, I love that it's both ways. We definitely learn a lot, or just like are exposed a lot. And we're at this point we're relying on just our like the community to just sort of like let us know, or just like expose us to things, because obviously there's like the more informed we are as a collective, we're the better off, honestly. Just the more you can sort of like help relay that stuff, the more we can sort of just like let other people know that aren't necessarily in our the Truly Daebak Discord or Truly Daebak community. And I just like it's so awesome that we ended up making the Discord, and we were like, maybe we shouldn't make one. We were like, okay, Facebook group,
because I didn't think people
were like,
would
is anyone
use
gonna
it,
join this? Like, turns out.
But like, I'm so glad it worked out.
Yeah, it's like it's the great. It's probably honestly, Truly Daebak Discord. It's probably the greatest decision we've made, like ever.
Yo, for real, definitely.
It put names to faces, or like faces, like put actual people there. It didn't even more than like YouTube comments,
exactly.
But
another thing with the Discord is like, I like that it's not solely like you can only talk about K-pop here. Everybody sort of just like spends their time like talking about like everything, like
sports.
Like Andrew and Andrew Suyu,
the muted
and
channel.
Mighty Egg Roll is like in sports, just talking like about sports all the time. We got like an anime channel, gaming channel, movies, like everything. I really really like that.
Yeah, just because so we get to know people outside of, like, because again, like, I don't think I wouldn't necessarily go. I'd say K-pop isn't necessarily something that K-pop's a big part of my life, but it doesn't necessarily define my life. It's not like I don't just sit here and just like listen to K-pop, or just like obsess myself over K-pop nonstop. Like I have other interests too. That's half the reason why I do like the three things, because I have there's so much other interesting stuff in the world going on. Yeah, that I don't want to just talk about K-pop or whatever.
One of my many fantastic hobbies.
I guess on my end is just for like two things that I just sort of take away after the first year is I guess sort of similar to you, Nate, is just like beforehand, like literally I only listened to just SM and like just literally big three groups. Like I'd only listen to Soshi, only listen to EXO, dabble in like like JYP groups.
You like 21 a lot.
I love 21. I love like Wonder Girls. I love Big Bang. Just like basically that was very surface level knowledge, and I feel like definitely like you guys have definitely really just helped me branch out. Whereas like it was a running gag where I was like, who the hell is, I don't know who G-Friend.
He doesn't know who G-Friend is.
And now G-Friend's like one of my favorite groups of all time. It's like I love G-Friend so much now. It's just like, I don't think if it wasn't for this podcast and if it wasn't for you guys, I think I would have just stayed in my SM bubble, unfortunately. And I appreciate like just like the breadth of knowledge I know. I feel again, like I'd consider us just like authorities on just like the wide breadth of K-pop knowledge that there is.
I feel like at this point we're literally qualified to be experts. Give me my PhD now.
Yeah, where's my PhD in K-pop? God damn it. And
like basically this podcast is our thesis.
Yeah, this podcast is our thesis. I'd say just
God, our podcast or our thesis is so long.
It won't end.
Hundreds of hours of talking.
Knock on wood. And I just as for like the second thing, we started Truly Daebak in a point in my life where I don't know, I just like, I'm really bad with like burning bridges and shit, so I really didn't it was at a point in my life where I just really didn't have anyone to turn to, and you guys and like Cooper and DJ and the rest of them I'm just glad you're there for me, honestly. I feel like I wouldn't hesitate to say that you two are probably some of my best friends now. And even though like we've only met like a few times in person, but like I feel like I feel like our friendship is what helps sort of what helps make this podcast so good is that I feel like our chemistry at this point. I mean, if you look at the beginning, it's just like we didn't really know just like how to do. Well, when we had no idea what the fuck we were doing, and two, it's just like we're just like really like uncomfortable with it. But I feel like we're so comfortable around each other at this point, and I'm really appreciative. Of just. Yeah, I'm just really appreciative of just like how you guys have been for me, just through everything, just both like with. How like the struggles with like running this YouTube because it's not easy. It's not easy. Like it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
It's really a lot of work sometimes. And like I mentioned this like off camera, like just like sometimes like it just like I don't know, it just like it really just like is a lot of work. But I'm really bad. I'm really bad at when it comes to just like being a workaholic and just like maybe pushing myself a bit too hard. But the reason why I do that is just because I genuinely. For the first, like one of the first few times in my life, and no, it's running a YouTube channel is something I've wanted to do for the longest time. I mean, I had like something like a bit. I know, like Jacob. I know you had your like Pokemon video.
I was say Jacob had that weird Pokemon video that had way more views than anything we've ever done.
Oh yeah, I have a Pokemon video from when I was like 10. You can.
It has like hundreds of
how many
thousands of
views
views.
I don't like it, but
It has more views than every ever did.
55,000 views. Yeah, we're never gonna get that many views on a video.
It's just it's so funny. Yeah, I used to make Pokemon videos like when I was like 10 years old, like battles and stuff.
So dumb.
And yeah, I used to make machinima back in the day, but that really didn't go anywhere. Besides,
Jacob was 10 years old 2 years ago. He was making that video.
That was 10 years ago.
But yeah,
literally.
I mean, this is fulfilled a long like dream of mine. I've always wanted to do it, but I never had a reason or never had the drive to take the leap. And this is honestly one of the best. Like this is one of the best things that's happened in my life, and it keeps me so it keeps me so occupied that I don't really I don't want to jinx myself, but this is probably the first year in a long time that I haven't thought about killing myself, like because this makes me so happy, and I really just appreciate just everything from you guys to what like we've got growing in the community, and I know we're still small, but I love just like how. Everyone means something. You're not just like usernames or whatever. I know there's real people behind that. And if K-pop or some random Korean music that I don't really understand because I can't read moon runes is what it takes to sort of bring people from all across the world together, then it's one of the best things that's happened in my life so far.
I mean, I feel like that's the best thing in my opinion is we built something to lean on, I guess.
We made something wonderful.
Exactly.
As the
yes, we've done something
Thank
wonderful.
You, I.
Thank you.
Yeah, and I think as like for the audience and stuff, I don't know if they can truly appreciate how much work you do, Andrew, because like you definitely do way more than Jacob and I do in terms of keeping the channel afloat, because you edit the videos, which is definitely the most time consuming part.
Yeah, that's for
and
sure.
you also prep way more, whether even if it's for yourself or for like slideshows and stuff. And I've definitely been trying to help pick up the work on stuff like that since I don't know how to edit yet. So yeah, I think hopefully the audience can appreciate all the work you do to keep the channel going.
Yep. I don't know. I just feel like this is like us doing this has been nothing but like rewarding though. Like we've met so many people,
so rewarding,
and made so many connections and stuff. And we're only at just about 500 subs. Like imagine at like 1,000, 10,000, 50,000. Like if we can make it that far, that is. But still, I don't have any doubts. I don't think.
I mean, like
as long as we keep trucking forward, I think we can make this community grow and make it better than
I mean, yeah,
every day.
I don't really. At the end of the day, I don't really care ultimately how much what the number is. I just.
Yeah, me neither.
I
think I'm thinking the growth that we can do, like as far as reaching out to people.
Yeah, what's more important to me is that I know who you guys are, and we know, and you know who we are, and that we always do our best to just represent our opinions in the most honest way, whether that be for better or worse. And maybe that's just definitely maybe that's a reason why we maybe that's a like hindrance as to why we may not be growing as like big as other channels. But I think that's fine. I'd rather stand for something and
like
have it like hurt us like financially or just like or, like monetarily or whatever. Like I'd rather have it hurt our success than us turn our back on what we really believe. And I'm glad that that's one thing I think that's sort of like the principal foundation of Truly Daebak, is that we're always honest no matter what it is, no matter whether it be in music, whether it be on scandals or controversies or whatever. We just always like this isn't a front. Like I'm trying to be as real as I possibly can, because that's the only thing I know how to do. I'm really bad. I wear my heart on my sleeve, which is why I cry a lot on this show. So yeah, this is me. I wouldn't have it any other way.
Well, I think that the honesty is what puts the Truly in Truly Daebak.
Yeah, it truly is.
Yeah, exactly.
There's no fake news when it comes to here, except when it comes to card fascism.
Yeah, I think like the best example of us like clearly not caring about getting like 1 million subs or whatever is like we could easily do reaction videos like everyone else in K-pop YouTube. Like we could do our like over the top like reactions. I'm not saying I'm not saying everyone that does reactions does that, but definitely a lot of people do.
Most of them do.
Most of them do. And we could just rush to be like the first person to react to a new music video, stay up 5 a.m. in the morning, and like, but like that would just be getting a number up to us, and like that's not important to any of us. I think what's important is that number not going up as fast as possible, but going up as like earnestly as possible, and like getting people that actually care about our opinion and want to discuss like other people's opinions, even if they don't agree with them. And just building this community. It doesn't have to build as fast as possible. It needs to build with the right people.
Yeah, I'd rather we be like a week late to something and we actually have our opinions together than we try to rush something out like the day of, and by God we get it like completely wrong. And I mean, maybe in the past we've sort of missed the mark on a few things, but I think for the most part I think we've been true in terms of like sticking to our guns. And I mean, like, I will never back down from anyone being, I will never back down from like any like fandom, like trying to hold us hostage or whatever. Like, I don't care if like
the crazy Dia fan.
Yeah. The crazy Dia fan
sent us 4 billion tweets or
and like freaking Rania, being like,
or was that
greatest Rania.
VP Rania. That's right. That
was so good. Yeah. I love that.
Yeah, just a tweet storm or whatever.
I think we only had like 28 subs or something.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
so
we had like
just
we had like 40 subs, and they wrote like 1,000-word like complaint on the YouTube comments, and then decided to take that 1,000-word thing, copy paste it into Twitter, where back then you could only have 128 characters, and tweeted about 40 tweets in a row.
It wouldn't stop. We had to block the channel because it wouldn't stop the notifications.
It was literally for like 2 hours straight at work. All of our phones were just going off. It's like, what is wrong with this person? They have nothing better to do. But because we said that BP Urania was like a mediocre group.
They weren't as big as like they.
Well, yeah. Oh no, yeah. It wasn't that they weren't as big. Yeah, we just said they weren't as big as like
management.
Yeah. As they
no. The thing you're thinking of is some guy was really mad because we said that Tiara or 4 Minute was
as big as Tiara. That's right. I'm getting those two things mixed up.
Like, excuse me.
Oh man. But I mean,
Tiara was huge.
I've never been one to back down from my opinions, and I don't care if YG himself knocks at my door and is like, "You have to love Blackpink." That's
yeah, and I would be like, "Fuck you, YG! You're ruining your own company.
Release music."
Yeah. So I mean, I'd say that's our integrity is, I think, a thing that we really have to be proud of, and I never wanted this to be something that we just like, okay, we'll just chase whatever's popular, just do reaction videos and like, I don't know, just like like all this sort of like clickbaity shit. I mean, what I'm glad is that we were able to forge our own sort of path and do something different and still manage to find a niche in the crowded space that is K-pop content. And I mean, hey, we're not gonna do like maybe just like crappy slideshow thingies that get like millions of views and all that sort of stuff, or like maybe all this other like stuff that gets more attention. But I hope that we're what helps open the door for other people to do content that's not just like one thing. Like there's
I think because of the nature of our channel and like the kind of content we produce is why we're finding how Nate put it, the right people, you know. And I think if we continue doing that, the right people will still come. So I'm very thankful for what we've built. That's for sure.
And we'll piss off the wrong people anyway. So those leave.
Yeah. We love all of you. We love all of you in our community, and we're forever grateful that there are people that care about what we have to say. And I mean that's from the bottom of my heart, definitely.
Yep.
So let's wrap it up.
Well, I guess for that, that's the end of the last topic. Before Andrew cries anymore.
No, I have like face lotion or whatever.
In my eye.
No, I have face lotion, and every time I cry, this shit just like it's like my eyes are burning right now. So like it really hurt.
But anyways, I guess with that, this was a very good 100th episode. It was fun going through all like the mama stages and stuff, even though I had to frantically do it right before we started. I'm glad we did another K-pop auto reverse. I hope we keep doing that in 2019.
Oh, definitely. We're doing one next week. We're doing
well, that's true.
Barbarettes is
Barbarettes. Christmas album.
Yeah, that's the K-pop auto reverse.
Anyways, yeah, I don't know. I think what we do is really fun, even though, again, it is a big time commitment and, school gets in the way of stuff and stuff like that, but I don't regret one moment of it. So,
I was going to say, we definitely made your school life harder than normal.
Like,
it's okay.
College fucking sucked for me, but just
I'm happy to announce, so I got all A's and 1B.
Nice.
Hey, I didn't have that good grades.
Good enough.
All right.
Yeah.
Good enough.
Well, it took a lot of all-nighters, so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, thanks for listening. Once again, we're thankful for you all, and stay tuned next week. We got a good one next week.
This coming, if you're watching this, if you're watching the full version, you just missed a live stream with Umu, assuming nothing has gone horribly wrong.
This week.
And after that, we're actually gonna take a week off. We're gonna take and then after that, it'll just be revamping. It'll be next year's gonna be Truly Daebak Year 3. Holy crap! And
season 3.
Yeah, season 3 Truly Daebak. We'll get there, and then we're gonna be going into award season. We'll start ramping up Truly Daebak Awards 2019, and we'll take it from there.
Yep. Truly Daebak season 3. Will Nate buy more I.O.I branch albums?
Yes.
The answer is yes.
The answer is yes. 100% yes.
That's a boring ass story. There's no twist. Anyway.
Okay.
Yep.
Annyeong.
Anyway.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Goodbye.
Thank you, guys. You're my brothers, and I love you.
Stay sentimental. Throbbingly sentimental.
Throbbingly sentimental.
Bye. As for the actual concert, wow, it was amazing. I mean, I don't want to spoil too much of it, obviously, because I feel like, you should... the reason why we're putting this first before our reviews this week is I wanted... you can still go see this in theaters if you're in the United States. There's a list up on like Twitter or something like that of like theaters. I saw it in the Regal...